recording started. Craig. Okay, so at this point, let me go ahead and look at the timeline. Okay, it is that day, that time of day. Y'all are inside the dungeon. What I've called Room 5, if y'all look at out of character chat. Or my bad, Room 6. I have it inverted on the thing I posted, but, you know. Y'all should have a... So if you look in out of character chat, the room that says 6 over there, I made the player map on Sunday, so should be good.
That's a room? I thought that was a hallway.
Technically it's a room. It could be a hallway, but it's, like, 30 feet wide. Each square represents 10 feet by 10 feet. Regardless, this is where y'all fought the second batch of skeletons. There's a currently unopened chest, and that's where we called session. Give me a second. Zoop. Copy. Move this to my scrap. Okay, so, what is the party's actions at this time? News. Yes, no. Okay, Clyde, binding wounds on whoever. Well,
yeah, whoever needed it.
Doing Cure Light Wounds on Tamara, and Tamara's binding wounds. Okay, Tamara, you can restore a hit point, mark off a thing. That is correct. Yasha, Susie, I don't know if it's one or both of yous, but mark down your bandages, mark up your hit points. Okay. Clyde, stashing shield, recover spear. Spear should be good. What happened to the spear? Did you just toss it to the side, or did you throw it at something?
I think I just dropped it.
I think so too, yeah, so there's no, like, saving throw for it breaking by hitting something, so yeah, that's good. Velkin, you made dice Cure Light Wounds.
I have no idea what I had written. Because when you banned me, it deleted all my posts.
Yep, I'm amazed it didn't restore it with the unban. Oh
well. Those don't restore.
Alright, well, Bellatrix, Garrick, y'all, I don't believe you were injured, so I doubt you were Cure Light Woundsing, but if you'd like to do something, go ahead and put it in. If it's something that should have been obvious because you would have pushed it down and we forgot, then I won't penalize you for it later. Okay. Yasha, checking chest for traps. Susie, Cure Light Wounds on Yasha. Okay, Yasha, obviously you gotta stand still to let Susie Cure Light Wounds you, but then you can check the chest for traps. Velkin, I gave you the go-ahead to do the Cure Light Wounds from queued up actions. Okay, you did that for 4 points of damage. Let me get the Dungeon Master's Guide of this tomb up. Duly noted, Bellatrix. Bellatrix binds wounds and Overwatch while inspecting weapons to see if any are viable for backups. Okay, Garrick, bind wounds, hit point restored. Overwatch, okay, you're keeping Overwatch. Inspect weapons to see if any are viable for backups. Most of the weapons here are fair condition. Mostly long swords or short swords. Likewise, how many? There were 12 skeletons, so some denomination that equals 12, maybe 6 and 6, let's say, of each. Even though you didn't ask about it, I'll give you that the armor these things are wearing is equivalent to ringmail, essentially, but it's not in terrible quality either.
I didn't even... If you described them in armor, I didn't get them, so...
Well, for the record, the skeletons that you've faced so far have indeed been armored. Granted, the armor's been pretty, ringmail. It's not exactly high-quality shit.
Does it look like it's fair?
Yeah, no, it's actually not worn out or very aged-looking. Decent quality. Okay, Tamara, going to walk over to the chest. Velkin begins praying for Cure Light Wounds. Okay. So, Susie, after you dice your healing on Yasha, which you may do, Yasha, you may check the chest for traps. What's your percentage for that? Okay, that's a 2 on that, and I'll need to know that percentage. Either message me or put it in actions. Or out of character.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
I was eating.
Ah.
'Cause yes, food.
What's your percent
Oh,
chance?
20%.
Okay. You poke and prod at the chest and have everyone stand back, and this takes a few minutes, obviously. You know, you're not just bum rushing it. You want to make sure, of course. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to
So
try and open this up.
Hmm.
And
From somewhere
of traps. Sorry.
Okay. From somewhere around 5 to 10 minutes later, you think that there are no traps on the chest.
Oh, this was checking for trap. My bad. Traps is 30%.
30. Alright, my answer does not change. Now, whether it would have
Okay.
changed if you told me the 30% off the top, you don't know. Anyhow.
I thought you meant open locks.
Well, you said find traps. Or look for traps.
I know. I was being a dumb.
Alright, Garrick starts collecting all the weapons and armors, leaving them near the door we came in from. Alright, I assume you're not blocking the door, it's just, okay, put them in a pile next to the thing. People should
Yes.
still be able to run out if the room catches fire type of deal.
I mean, how big was the door?
The doorway, let me go look at that. It's about 20 feet wide.
Alright, so yeah, I could, like, stack this in the doorway and still people be able to get out. No. Just, nice, neat piles. Realistically, I would just be running this up and down,
Are you?
back. Realistically, I would do that, but I don't think I could.
Well, if you want to,
Garrick.
let me know. I'll roll for the encounters. I mean, yeah, just let me know and I'll be sure to mark it up on my cheat sheet. Anyhow.
I was about to say, because Garrick doesn't have perfect memory, so he'd get lost in the first time.
Alright. So, Susie is beginning to, waiting for Yasha to be down for another Cure Light Wounds. Yasha, in the meantime, is beginning to try to pick the lock. Clyde, you're obviously over there. Let me know if, see if it opens using Spear after Yasha checks for traps.
Yeah.
Okay, so Clyde and Yasha determine who, are you immediately going to pick the lock or using the spear?
Try the spear first. It might be unlocked.
That would be a good thing. Clyde, you try it. Nope, locked.
Okay, then I wait.
Alright, Yasha, you're beginning to pick locks.
Yep.
Huzzah! Yeah, you poke around in there with your tool, and after a minute or two, click. At this point, Velkin, you get that Cure Light Wounds back. Okay, Yasha, you believe to have unlocked it.
Open it up. See what's inside.
Alright. A mimic jumps out and attack dice initiative. No. Coins. Silver coins.
I would not be surprised if you threw a mimic at us.
The chest is filled with a number of silver coins.
Does it have handles on it?
No, it does not.
I
It's a
have
big ol'-
rope.
This rope is a thing that we need. It would be helpful.
So, Velkin, you have your spell back, and what's the party doing at this point?
May I dice the Cure Light Wounds?
Okay, Susie, you go over to Yasha, hold still, and you begin casting. Yes, you can dice it.
Clyde.
Yo.
So we have. This is Garrick, by the way. Beltrix is. We have some armor to take up in this chest. So I
Okay.
was thinking, I have my rope
Okay.
that I could, tilt the chest backwards, flip the rope underneath it twice, fashion some kind of loop or something to keep it from falling. And you think, this is going to be awkward for you, man, but I'll try to explain it as best as I can. I'm not my sister here. But we kind of use you as a hoist to get it up off the ground and tie it around you so we can carry it out.
Use me as a hoist.
Well, I mean, there's no handles for me to pick it up.
Right. Dungeon Master, can I
Mhm.
tilt the chest?
Yeah, the chest tilts fairly easily. It's definitely got more than 50 pounds worth of coins in it, but it's not
I
like
mean,
thousands of pounds.
I mean to secure it to your side so we can bring it up.
Well, if we secure it to my side, I'm going to be off balance. Why don't I just carry it?
I mean, that works too.
Dom, you can dice healing if you've already got it memorized.
So, Dungeon Master, can I pick this chest up?
Frankly, it should be a bit awkward, but yeah, no, it's within the weight that you should be able to lift, Clyde.
Okay.
Bit
Then,
awkward, because of the size of it, bulk, but you're a centaur. You don't have to focus so much on the leg lifting. You've got a second pair of them.
Alright, so that takes care of that issue. But we still have that armor. It's in decent shape. We could probably get something for it.
okay. Well, how about after certain of our party members are done? Because don't we have people praying or studying, Dungeon Master?
Velkin studied and prayed, and Yash and Susie's been casting, but I don't think anyone at this exact moment is praying for anything.
Okay. Well, Garrett looks strong, right?
Yes.
All right. So here, Garrett, give me a hand maneuvering this around so it's on my back, and then I can steady it, and we can walk this shit up to the wagon. Sound good?
Dungeon Master,
Mm-hmm.
does Clyde have anything to protect his back?
He
Like-
does have chain barding.
So will that make it at least somewhat comfortable for the chest to rest there?
It's not going to rest easily, but if Clyde goes slowly enough and he's got one hand behind him, steadying it, and maybe someone's on the other side, one side of him also steadying it, it shouldn't slip off.
Well, I mean, like, it won't just dig into his back.
Nah,
The armor should protect him from it, gouging him.
because I've got the chainmail and I've got the my saddlebags. So if it's resting on top of that, I should have leather and chain protecting me from any gouging.
Alright.
Most metal armors would have underlinings of furs of some kind for warmth
Yeah.
and comfort.
Yeah. So yeah, if the party's ready, then let's get this chest hauled up to the wagon and loaded.
Dungeon Master, I will quickly take out my winter blanket and pick up the whatever denomination of the long swords and short swords and wrap them up in it and,
Alright.
haul it up with the chest with.
Winter blanket, wrap them up. That should work if you bind it tight enough. Wrap your arms around it type deal.
I've bought plenty.
Now, there weren't any scabbards that came with it, so you're obviously going to have to take care not to cut yourself. These things were just holding the naked blades.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why it's in the winter blanket.
Yep. Okay. So is the party going back exactly the route they came, or are they taking that other side route deal?
Nope, exactly the way we came.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Alright, well, that's gonna take y'all a few minutes, and the party, everyone's going with the party?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that
Okay.
case, party, after that many minutes adjusting, y'all make it to the surface again. It has begun to snow. It's still morning.
Okay.
The snow isn't too thick, just flurries at this point.
Hi, Dungeon Master. Did we leave enough wood for a fire?
There's some wood here you could use for a fire. Did the party take wood with them? I know, Clyde, you make a point of gathering shit before night.
Yeah. So
Night passed, and I don't think you gathered enough for more than one night.
well, all right. Just grab what looks dryish that we'll be able to use later and pile it under my cart.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we have all those tables inside. Well, there were some tables and chairs broken.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm just concerned about later on. All right. That shouldn't take 5-10 minutes to gather up.
Yeah, no,
the
that's done.
dryish looking wood, and then we can head back in.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so the party is now heading back on in.
Yes, Dungeon Master.
Okie dokie.
Give me one moment, please. I just want to mark up the stuff.
Susie wants to pray and study.
Well, then let's do it inside out of the snow.
Alright, so the party's going into the more tumbled down ruins part to pray and study.
Like the first room where we're going to be in out of the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eminem is 6 long swords, 6 short swords. That good enough denominations?
That's good. Please note that this came from the tomb. And yeah, meta, it's a tomb. There's something that's buried here, long forgotten.
We get it.
I tried to keep it under wraps, and then I immediately said tomb the second you guys showed up.
Check on the horse before we go back down. The horses.
You fed them
They
like
see
an
okay?
hour ago, and they seem
Well, I
fine.
know. I just want to make sure they're not spooked. They're not
No.
freaking out.
If horses could look bored, these probably would. I think you have them untethered, but they're inside a courtyard, essentially, with the gate closed, so they can't escape. So for them, it's basically just wander around a little bit, maybe find a nice place to get warm. They're animals.
I know. I just.
So is the
want them to
party...
die.
They seem in fair condition. Northern horses are a bit more acclimated to the cold than southern horses. These guys should be fine in such a light snowfall. Now, if the snowfall picks up and gets really cold, then hey Gina.
Hey,
If the
Gina.
snowfall picks up
Hey,
and it
Gina.
gets really cold, that could change. But for now, this is definitely something they can weather. So the party is waiting an hour 45 minutes for Cece to pray and study.
Dungeon Master, when we went inside the
Mhm.
first time, did we get attacked by the skeletons, or was it just an empty area?
The first room, that big square room, if you're looking at
No,
a
when
character
we
check.
immediately go inside.
Like immediately down the stairs to that first entry room.
No, as we walk in the door of this place, the very first room.
No, there were no skeletons there.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember where the first batch of skeletons were at.
If you look in the out of character thing, that would be room 6. Rooms 5 and 6 are the ones with the encounters in them. So, in which case, the party is studying, praying, allowing Susie to study and pray for an hour 45 minutes.
Overwatch.
Alright, anyone doing anything special, put it in before I check for encounters in advance time. I see Clyde typing. I see a dice roll. And it was quiet. Oh, Bellatrix Garrick is typing. Alright, holding. Like, if it's just standard stuff, you don't have to put it in. Overwatch discussing getting the other weapons and armor. Well, BG, are you waiting for the hour 45 to go get the other weapons and armor?
Yeah, no, we're
Okay.
discussing it.
Okay.
Practicalities of getting it back up.
Well,
trying moving it.
in that case, party people, after an hour and 45 minutes passes, it's still... Give me a second, I'm rounding that to there to make that there. Yeah, no, it's still an hour or so before lunch, maybe a bit more, honestly. The snow does start to pick up a bit, but it's still fairly light.
Dungeon Master, can you remind me of the condition of the first set of weapons and armor from the skeletons?
So the skeleton's in the prior room than when the party, when we left session?
Yeah.
Okay. Same as the other thing. It's in fairly decent condition. Looks like it hasn't been used much. It doesn't, like, polish to a shine. It isn't so keen that it would cut a cloth draped over it, but it's pretty solid.
Okay. What's it look like?
Again, they've got a mixture of long swords and short swords. The armor would be closer to ring mail. Maybe occasional spots of plating here or there, but nothing special.
So it's just all ring mail, yes?
For the purposes of determining armor class, if you put it on, it's ring mail. Weight, bulk, size, protection.
So that's 24 sets of ring mail, 12 long swords, 12 short swords, correct?
Yeah, we'll go with that for now.
Okay, I'm just writing this down.
So, after Susie gets her praying and studying done, what is the party doing?
Traveling back to where we left off at.
Alright, same route, or are we taking a different route?
Same route.
The party takes the same route. This will put you all back in the room where we left off session.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And that was room 5?
What's room 5 on that map? Yeah.
6.
Technically, it's 6 on the Dungeon Master's map, but the Dungeon Master was stupid when he made the player map, and it's 5 there, or versi vicey.
Okay, then yeah, I suggest we go explore the door to the north.
What's behind door to the north? Okay. So the
Yes,
party is doing that.
Yes, Yasha volunteering her skills.
Yep. Yasha will be in front with her detection of traps 30%.
Alright, Yasha, you begin feeling up that door, checking to see if there's any like spring-loaded traps or darts or spears, sticks, spitting blades of death and doom. You know, all the fun
Something I
stuff.
can hit with twice.
In which case, Yasha, after a bit of poking and prodding at it, let me advance time, you determine, to the best of your knowledge, there are no traps.
Open the door.
Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Couldn't resist.
Never heard that. That's actually pretty funny.
It's a song.
Open the door.
The angle of the dangle is inversely proportionate to the heat of the beat.
See? He gets it. I don't know. I always wanted to sing that. Anyhow, if this would stop... Okay, thank you. Okay, so Yasha, you do open the door. There are, in fact, no dinosaurs on the other side of it. I will post a screenshot to give you all a good idea of it, but I'll also try and describe it so I can work on both things. Bloop. Over to bloop. Okay. So the room measures about 30 or so feet from north to south. From east to west, it's at least a few hundred, or close to 150 or so. That purple splotch over there represents a lever set against that wall.
Do we see the lever clearly, or is that just a little detail you're telling us that we don't actually
No,
see?
that's something y'all can see very clearly. The room appears mostly barren. The floor, of course, is made of that strange tiled stone with various holes in the middle of it and such, where every single step looks like it's trapped.
Okay,
But you've all walked up.
Is this upside down from the thing that we're looking at above it?
1 second. Let me see what you got. No. So you see that gap in the lower kind of mid right-hand side? That's where the door is, but it didn't show up because stuff. I cut it a little too close. So y'all are entering from down there.
Is there anything more to the right than what this is showing us?
No.
Okay, so the door that should be at the west end of the room isn't there. It's... Yeah,
I'm confused.
Yeah. All right, we went from room 5 into room 6.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were in room 6. No, room 6 is still there. I apologize.
Okay.
Rip. Well, that's what the next room looks like. Meta.
And because of our astute mapping, we can tell that the door on the west end of room 6 goes back into areas that we've previously been in, correct?
Actually, y'all haven't been in there. That's technically meta, but yeah, there's your knowledge. If you open it up and look there, oh yeah, that does something.
In that case, Dungeon Master will move from room 6 into the new room with the lever.
Yes.
Okay.
Might I suggest we don't touch the lever until we've scoped out the room? I don't want to open up the flooring.
Oh, I made a mistake.
The lever first.
I made a mistake, guys. So, Grills, the room to the, and you can help me explain it, but the room to the left-hand side of room 6 on that upper map there, that thing over there, you see how that corridor goes in? It only goes in 20 feet, then there's the wall. I made a goof on that map. Sorry, that's on me.
Like above the 2 blue squares?
Here, let me get you a thingy.
Dungeon Master, might I say something in character for Beltrix?
Yeah, sure. It looks like this.
I will need maybe 10 minutes as we go through room to room. I am mapping it out. we can find our way back, if that's amendable to everyone.
Sure. Okay, and Dungeon Master, there's nothing to the right past the purple lever.
No, it's just more room, you know,
Okay.
or at least that's
All
what
right,
it appears.
All right, then, Dungeon Master, we are moving into purple lever room, I believe.
Kindly describe the path you're taking to get there.
We're coming from room 6 through the door.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be Dom? I think he's trying to prompt Dom here. I could be wrong.
Well, Dom
Either.
checked the door.
Yes, he checked the door, but not the flooring and everything else in the path.
Oh, okay. Well then, Dom, by all means,
Check.
please.
Check traps 30%. Looking for tripwires, pressure plates.
Okay.
Pressure plates specifically, considering that she stepped on 2 of them.
So yeah, you see how I've got this grid in front of you? If you could, and I recognize this is going to be a lot of fun for you all, but if you could just tell me the path on those grids you plan on moving, keeping in mind each square is 10 by 10 feet, that would be great.
Holding the right wall, basically. Hugging the right wall.
Alright, so you're keeping your hand to the right, basically, and just looping around the room?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And you're stopping, to poke and prod at the next thing as best you can. You don't exactly have like a 10-foot pole or anything to do it with, but you're doing the best you can to stay safe and so forth.
Yeah.
Actually, give me a moment.
Garrick or Bellatrix might actually have a 10-foot pole.
Bellatrix actually does.
Sweet. Where were you storing that?
I had it strapped to her back.
That's kind of big to be strapped to your back, honey, but I will allow you to have had it on the wagon and remember to go get it, and you're giving it to Yasha now. So Yasha, using the pole helps, obviously.
I was prepared.
Lydia, on one occasion I had a player do that. They said, "Oh, I brought a 10-foot pole." I'm like, "Where the hell did you have that at?" And there got to be a big laugh and joke session because they couldn't come up with an answer, and somebody said maybe they had it shoved up their ass.
Yeah, that was exactly the joke I was thinking of, but I decided to restrain myself.
And it came down to, there it is, that's where you had that 10-foot pole. It was shoved up your ass. So if you remove the 10-foot pole and offer it to the thief, thief, that pole kind of smells funky.
In which case, Bellatrix, I will allow for some foresight here. Yasha, it takes you some time because, you're doing a thorough job, I assume?
Yes.
Alright, so marking off about 20 minutes. 10-foot section, poke. Okay, a minute later. Okay, I think we can move. Party moves forward 3 steps. Poke.
Also,
Yeah?
we are still using the 2 light stones we have, Garrick and Bellatrix, so we're lighting the way.
So yes,
I didn't want you to forget.
Yasha, while keeping your hand, hugging the right-hand side, you do make it over to the lever without any spike traps descending from the ceiling and crushing you.
Thank you.
Alright, what are you doing now?
We'll ask the party if we should pull the lever or not.
Okay, so let me check this out. Let me make sure I'm tracking. Good. So we went into the room and we hugged the right wall and went all the way around to the lever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we should pull the lever, but hold on. I'm going to trot back to the doorway the way we came.
Duly noted, Clyde. Anyone joining him?
Bellatrix and Garrick are going to follow.
Alright, same route.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Pull that lever.
But first,
Velkin, Tamara,
Bellatrix is
Susie.
gonna grab Tamara and the whatever the pretty one is. I can't.
Velkin.
Susie.
Susie. Yeah.
Susie.
And Garrick will grab Velkin.
Okay, so Yasha, they have total confidence in this.
Hey, let me throw you my rope just in case. So I'm going to 50 feet of rope, silk rope, throw one end of it to Yasha, and I've got my wall shield ready overhead, and I want to check above us for a portcullis or something that might come slamming down.
Looks clear. The ceiling's
Okay.
about 30 or so feet high.
All right, wall shield ready, and in front of me, one hand holding the rope.
Yasha, grumbling underneath her breath, will pull the lever.
Okay, I was expecting you to check if the traps fit. You pull it. So, you pull the lever, there's a loud shink noise party as spikes erupt from the floor in multiple locations, including over where Yasha seems to be standing.
Ew.
What's the party doing at this point? Yasha, you are not hit.
Okay, so the spikes come. How tall are these spikes? How big
The
are
spikes shoot up about 10 or so feet in the air and stay there for about 10 more seconds before they shink back down into the floor.
they? Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Now, for what it's worth, it wasn't every single floor, like every single tile in this room, but multiple of them. There may or may not have been a path, but no one was really looking for that.
Could we tell what they were made out of?
Steel? Some type of metal by the looks of it.
Well, I was about to ask, does Beltrick map out a pattern?
Bellatrix, you could probably get one again if they can pull the lever again. If that works again, you could. This time you know what to look for. You might be able to get a path going.
Susie, are you protected over there? Did any of the spikes get you?
Yasha, not Susie.
Thank you. Yasha. Yashi.
None hit me.
Alright. Pull the lever again. I'm going to try and map the spikes to see where all the traps are at. This might take
If
a
I
bit.
die, you're paying for my resurrection.
We'll see about
And
that.
pulling the lever, Dungeon Master.
Okay. Well, the spikes again shoot up from the same places as before. Bellatrix, you have about 2 segments to, look at them all, gather intel. They sink back in. You might have him do it a few times, I assume, until you've got what you believe to be a reasonable understanding of the room.
Yes.
In that case, it's fairly
And
obvious, obviously, but boop.
Yeah.
You
And
believe
mapping it out.
you believe those to be the locations of said spikes. The 7, of course, marks roughly where the lever is, or room 7 in this case.
How wide of a gap in between do we have?
Anywhere
Just wanna
from
make
7
sure.
to 10 feet, it looks like.
So wait, so there's all these holes in the floor, correct?
Every single 10-foot section is made of these tiles, and the tiles have small holes in them, it looks like.
Okay, so lots of holes, so we can't just avoid the holes.
Even the
Gotcha.
safe tiles have holes. It's like it was deliberately made to make you uncertain which was which just by casually observing them.
Okay, well.
So, the party does have a safe path through, obviously, one exists.
Clyde, good thinking. That was Garrick to Clyde.
Thank you.
So, what is the party doing at this point?
Waiting for the map of safety to be drawn.
Alright, Bellatrix, once you've got a mental map and or physical map as you wish.
Physical.
Physical. Okay, you draw a rough approximation of what I have in front of you.
Mhm.
You didn't see any spikes past that point in the room. The next thing over is the door. For those of you that are, excuse me, also mapping this out, Grills, I know that's what you're doing. And yeah, you'll notice some lines aren't here or are there because I'm using 2 different maps that map the same area and things get messy.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, you're counting the squares, aren't you?
Well, because remember, we went off the paper for mine.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow, I do need to know what the party wants to do at this point, and I know Grills, you're physical mapping right now.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, since we have a kind of path of safety, Yasha will go ahead and continue her little, not expedition, but her kind of checking for traps to the door.
Okay, am I correct in assuming you'll backtrack to where the party is, look at the map that Bellatrix made, and then use that path to go to the door?
Yeah.
Alright, does the
Doesn't
rest of the
matter.
party follow it? Yes, Bella?
Did it look like the spikes extended all the way towards the door?
So if you look at the lower map there, it kind of cuts off, but the next, 3 squares over would be, if you look at the second to top map, would be the red door and then that wall there. So, no, not all the way to the door. Like, damn, it's hard to explain it. I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if there was just more of this room that I just didn't map out, and I was gonna have her pull it again and, go to the point where I've mapped it to stop at, if it,
Right.
and then see if more pops up.
Right. So, Yasha, I've got you, going for your thing, trying to, find traps all the way down that pathway. Is everyone coming with you?
The twins are following.
So
Girls?
would Tamara and Velkin
Yeah.
be following?
While I've got y'all here, actually, let me double check that the formation's good. I've got Yasha, Clyde, Velkin, Tamara, Susie, Bellatrix, Garrick. Or are you all changing that up?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
We'll just let the formation float. I find that seems more of an easier choice.
Okay. I mean, it is 10 feet or 7 or so feet of space. That's enough for 2 humans to walk side by side fairly easily. Alright. Yasha, you begin your find traps all the way down and...
I was talking to
Alright, let me advance time over to there. Obviously, that's going to take a bit. You're testing each one individually and so forth. And so unless you plan on cutting corners, in which case let me know, I'm going to have to advance some time here.
Not cutting corners.
In that case, about that time, when party will have made it to... Here, give me a second. Paint. Bloop. I will have the party at... Bloop, bloop. And give me a second here, because it was... I apologize, I shouldn't need to do this, but I will. 4, then 3 over there. Four, 3. Just a rough approximation, don't take it for the gospel in terms of the blue lines, but this is the room, and the red X marks where I have the party at right now. Obviously stretched back a little bit, but Yasha, you're at that point.
Yeah, don't we need to back up about 4 squares and cut across diagonal?
You could. No spikes popped up in those 6 over there.
Well, I mean, was the rest of our passageway to the door safe?
Yeah, it looks safe. No spikes popped up when the lever was pulled.
Okay. In that case, we don't need to back up and go diagonal. Okay.
So, Yasha.
Oh, sorry, I'll wait.
No, you can go. What's up?
I was gonna ask that bottom picture where the 7 is. That's where we're at currently, right? Like, we're going into it, or am I just missing?
No, the lowermost picture, the red X is where the party is, but stretched back a little bit, obviously.
But we're still in the same hallway we were.
Yeah, this is all the same hallway.
Okay, then never mind, ignore me.
So, Yasha, you're going over to that door?
Yep. Tracking for traps. 30%.
Alright, just straight line, or give me a path here.
Get no hamburger, mate.
What did you say, Double M?
How, straight path, or what? Like, give me a path here.
Straight path. Hugging the north wall.
Hugging the north wall.
Hold on, I think he's confused. Dom, you're the red X. straight west, then north. Hugging the
Uh,
wall.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, cancel that. I apologize, I just gotta check. Yasha, as you step on forward with the thing and start tapping your pole, you're at the spot which is description. Alright, you see the red line on the left-hand side, one square below it, like upper left corner of the room. You tap down with the thing and spikes shoot up from the ground. They don't hit you or anyone else because you were staying back with the 10-foot pole. These spikes were not triggered by the lever, it seems, because no one saw them before.
Okay, Dungeon Master, staying away from that.
Okay, try the square next to that, Yasha.
We'll try the spot next to that.
Alright, seems safe. What are you doing at this point?
After that, we'll walk into the room and continue the checking for traps.
You're at a door, Dom.
Sorry, I'm like spacing out beyond hell.
Hmm.
Checking the door for traps.
Okay. Other than, of course, that tile that goes right up against the door, this door does not appear to be trapped.
Open
Hinges
the
on
door.
left or right?
Say again?
Hinges on left or right?
Both. This door appears to open roughly in the middle.
Okay, it's a double door.
Double door. Most of the doors in here are going to be doubles. Due to
Okay, I
size
will
and
mark
such.
them all as double then until told otherwise.
Mhm.
We'll
Okay.
walk through.
Alright, you press open the door and it swings on open. Now, for the safety's sake of the party, I'm assuming y'all are only opening the door on the right-hand side because trying to get through the left-hand side would involve trying to navigate over Spike Trap.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, and you push it open. The next area is going to be fun to describe, let me tell you. So,
Let me guess. Skeletons.
no, I wish it was that easy.
Do you want to draw us a picture instead?
Yep, just give me a second.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a smoke.
Oh, I already have the picture set up. I had foresight
Well,
here. This
I'm
is,
still
but you
gonna
can
go
still
for
go
the
for the smoke.
Yes.
So yonder red line measures up with those doors, and it looks something like that as you look on through. Obviously, more details are not readily apparent as sight lines obstructed. But to wit, there is a narrow passage. By narrow, I of course mean about 10 or so feet wide. It goes to your left and right, which is east and west. To the right, about 50 feet. To the left, about 60 or 70 feet. There are 3 openings to the north on this thing here. One all the way at the west end, one all the way at the east end, and one a little bit to the west of the door.
Right is always right, so Dungeon Master going to the right side. Checking for traps as always.
Oakley dokley. 1 second. Let me kill that and that. Going to the right hand side, checking for traps. Alright, and of course this takes a bit of time. Now this next section is going to be a little fun to screenshot, so bear with me for a second, people.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Okay, what the hell? What is the red line? The double
The red
doors
line
or
lines up with the doors, yeah.
something? Okay.
This is going to be fun to map out, I apologize. I'm going to have to white out some things to keep things
1, 2, 3,
visible.
4.
Alright, so The party keeps to the right-hand side of this thing and goes up that passage all the way to the east, or rather, turns to go up there. Yasha, this is a rough layout of what you see. It makes that right-hand turn there, and you see a door up ahead about 40 feet. It is a single door. And then it opens up into a larger space with more room over there and more room over there, and at this point it's just dark enough, even with the... Actually, Lightstone should realistically extend that far. Let me see if I can give you more. Actually, that passage isn't much bigger. The point is that goes to a passage that then turns to the left. Good times.
Okay. Continuing down. Check for traps. 30%.
As you continue to check for traps, you'll get level with the door at one point or another. Are you opening it?
Door.
Red line, right-hand side.
Check for traps on the door. If it does not seem to be trapped, open it.
And you check the door for traps. It does not seem to be trapped. You're opening it. Alright, you
Yep.
open the door, and you will see a room. Give me a second to give you the specs.
I'm probably gonna die here, aren't I?
What would make you think that is you open the door to a seemingly empty room. Other than another door on the east side. Again, single door. This door opens and shuts from its current position to opening at the north, for what that's worth. It's really not. It opens inwards, away from the party.
Don't go in.
Okay, hold on. The last set of doors, or door that we opened, how did it open?
It opened away from the party, and it goes towards the north part of the thing.
Okay, I had double doors again.
You could mark it as double grills. That's mostly unimportant. Okay, let me check my notes.
Open to the right.
Excuse me.
So, don't go in?
1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Alright, are we in that last room?
No. So Yasha's currently opened the door. She's still in that hallway. The rest of the party's queued up south of her, most reasonably, or next
Dungeon
to her.
Master, does this room have a number for reference?
This would be room 8 for reference.
Okay, and y'all want to skip this one?
All I heard was Bellatrix yelling, "Don't go in." So, I don't know.
Bellatrix are for kids. I want to roll tonight, guys. What is the party doing?
Mapping.
Dungeon Master, using the 10-foot pole, see if I, prodding around inside, seeing what's in there.
I put in game chat.
Well, hold on. Bellatrix reasonably has been typing that, because Aiden, I know you're a bit of a slower typer than I am, so this would have gone first since it's taken you a while, Dom. Don't go in yet. Tamara, Velkin, Susie, one of you or all three could try to turn undead. I will not put it past whoever made this place to invisible creatures to set ambushes like Leader Max did on the Iron Fists. Elder Max, and Bellatrix, you can actually turn undead too.
I know, but...
Now, for what it's worth, that also means you'd be aware that in order to turn the undead, you need to see them. You can't just pull forth... You can't just pull forth your cross or holy symbol in this case and be like...
I know, that's why I'm assuming the door is open and they can stand in front of it and do it.
Oh, you're telling them to be ready.
Yes.
So, in that case, let's get a new here for what the party intends to do with this room. Yasha, I know you're going with the 10-foot pole, but if you can put that in, that's good. Okay. Now for what this is worth, the doorway is 10 feet wide, and excuse me, please. Alright, party, I gotta go for just a minute. Bathroom breaks or smokes if you need it. The doorway is 10 feet wide. If y'all plan to remain in there, only a couple people are gonna be side by side before it gets too jammed. Now, Clyde, you could, like, hang in the back and still be able to see shit, but everyone
Okay.
else is gonna have to consider that.
Then, yeah, since we might need clerics here, I think it's better if I do bring up the rear.
I'm trying to finish my food.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Vasa, Yasha probing the room with the 10-foot pole, Susie ready to turn undead. Hand on weapon hilt when you see if anything pops out invisible like Maximilian did. Okay, Velkin and Tamara, I got nothing for. Is everyone back?
I'm here.
Okay. So, Dom, you understand that the room that you're entering is a 6x6 grid? 60 feet by 60 feet total?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm getting some background noise from you, Aiden. You there?
Yeah, I was just
Anything or better.
eating.
Velkin, Tamara, typing. I'm going to wait on them for a second, see what they're doing before I proceed. 1 second, phone call.
Sorry about that.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Preparing to turn undead, falling behind everyone else, but in front of Clyde. Duly noted. Alright, I have a rough formation done. So Yasha, you enter and begin to test the first column, third down, square. It seems good. Are you continuing straight?
Yep. Even though I'm probably gonna die.
Alright, you tap the square in front of you. Spikes do indeed shoot out of it, indicating it is trapped.
Bellatrix is mapping.
Well, move around the spiked platform and continue
Left or right? North or south?
south.
South. Okay, you test the thing directly south of the square, which is the fourth one in column 1. It seems good. Are you going south again, or going to the east again? Well, going to the
We'll
east.
continue going the same path. I just wanted to get around that spike trap.
So, are you going south, or are you going east? Are you going down, or are you going to your right?
Going to my right because that's where the door is.
Okay. Well, you try that thing with the pole, like I assume you said you're doing, and spikes shoot out again. That one also is also trapped. Again, Dom, work with me here. Be specific.
I'll get open paint real quick.
Looks like everyone's mapping tonight.
I'm not mapping, I'm trying to understand what's going on.
Alright, Dom. You entered the 6x6 grid from the first column, third square from the top. You went down one because the way to the east was spike. And then you try going east again. There's another spike.
Try just going all the way straight to the south wall, Dom.
So, which one of these were spiked?
1 second, I'll show you. Size there.
I do need to know if this room, because that will help me need to know if this room is just going to be a waste of time because there's just a wall of spikes.
Alright, just give me a second. Almost there. That's too far. Okay. So, using the player's map, I have drawn out a thingy for you, Dom. The blue represents the spike traps that you have found so far. It is not in actions, it is an out of character. Bloop.
I guess continue going south, see if the fucking tile right in front of me is trapped again.
It does not appear to be trapped as you move 1 tile to the south. There's still 1 tile further to the south, or 5 tiles to the east at this time. If this were a chessboard, you'd be on A2.
Checking east again.
Alright. East appears good. You're moving 1 tile over?
Yes.
Alright. You've got north, south, east, and west, obviously. Where are you going at this point?
East.
East is good. You move over 1 tile.
Yes.
And checking east.
Continuing going east until I find a trap.
Alright, that helps. You go over 1 more tile to the east, it seems good. You check the next tile, and spikes shoot on up.
Going south again. Checking if it's trapped, then checking east again to see if that tile's trapped.
South is not trapped, but the tile to the east of that southern tile is trapped.
Going north twice, checking that tile for traps, then checking east again.
Alright, north is good, east is not at that point. North again, east again?
Yep.
Alright, again, north is good, east is not.
At this point, Yasha's turning back around.
Okay. You're taking the
She's
path
heading
you came?
back to where she was. Yes.
Okay. Well, what's the party doing now?
Going the way that we were going to before we got to the door, which is north.
Okay. Give me just a second here.
Unless anybody else has any other options.
Yeah, it's probably a zigzag pattern, north and south, as we go east to get over to that door. It's just tiresome.
Give me a second here. So, just to make sure I've graphed this up properly here, I have Yasha's path as this. just so I make sure we don't have a breakdown in communication. Bloop. The blue on any tile represents that that tile was trapped.
Okay. So yeah, it's probably a big squiggly thing.
So
West,
what?
north,
Unless
north, east, east. Probably another east, and then south, south, south. Door. That's my guess.
Unless y'all think there's something in there that we're really gonna like, I don't see any point of doing this, because for all we know, this thing could just be an entire waste of time.
Could be. But on the bright side, we're not going to get hit by invisible monsters in a room with this many goddamn trap tiles in it.
It was a good thought, you know it.
So I need to know what the party's doing at this point. And yes, Bellatrix, that's a very good thought.
Yasha, keep trying.
North and east again.
I
Alright,
second the
you
motion.
head back to where you were, go east. It's good.
Okay, try north now.
Right north.
North looks good.
North again.
At that point, we're at the wall.
Yes. After you
So
check that
we
tile.
have to try east.
Now, if you check north, and then we move on to it, we'll be at the wall.
Current progress. Here, I'm just gonna keep this down to there. So yeah, there's another tile to the north, Yasha.
Okay, northeast again, I guess.
Alright, north is good and east is good.
All right, go check east again, Yasha.
Checking east.
It's
Dungeon
good.
Master, Bellatrix is mapping.
Mm-hmm. And
Checking
what are you doing at that point? There's still one more, tens of feet to the
Checking
east of you.
east again.
East again, okay. Alright, you've hit the wall. Or gotten on that tile next to the wall.
South.
Good.
South again.
And good. You're right in front of that door. Welcome
Looking
back.
north for trip.
Door does not appear to be
back.
trapped.
Open door.
Alright, is the rest of the party staying behind by the doorway, moving on up following that specific path?
Following the path, single file or damn close to it. And yeah, I'm at the back, and yeah.
Bellatrix will lead since she memorized it. She'll flow.
Okie dokie. So, that's the path for what that's worth. I think we'll change how we do these in the future. Okay, so, y'all take on, follow the path, and then, Yasha, I assume you're waiting for the party to catch up with you?
Yep.
Alright. You open the door to the next room. It opens like the previous door did, where it goes to the north. Not double. Alright, the next room is, give me a second. Just getting the description. So for a description of this room here, there's the door to the west, of course, and it opens up into space that size.
60 by 50.
60 by 50. There are two chests on the east wall, left, just pretty much dead center, but one's to the left side, one's to the right side. There's a rug in the middle of the room. To the north end, there's a table with some chairs. On the table, there's a brass candle stick holder, no candles. And to the south, there's a bed next to a empty bookshelf.
Okay, so there's carpet, a table, a bed, and a bookshelf.
As well as the two chests to the east side of the room.
Checking traps eastward.
Alright, going eastward, checking traps. Going on Overwatch, okay. Anyone else doing anything special, let me know.
Mapping room, Overwatch.
Alright. Well, Yasha, obviously it takes you a bit. Your paranoid spike tracks are going to come out of every crack, but you do make it over. That reminds me, let me advance time for that. Bloop. Okay, and yeah, Yasha, you get over towards the eastern part of the room.
Am I near the chests?
Yeah, you're near the chests at this point.
Check for traps on the chests.
Left one or right one?
Let's start with the left one.
Alright. Yasha, as you begin poking and prodding at the chest, you accidentally discharge the chap. Give me a saving throw as a dart fires out of it and strikes your hand.
17.
17. You successfully resist
Plus
the
five.
poison on the dart.
That'd be 19, actually, because of the +2 from the save. Due to Holy Warriors.
Yep. You successfully resist the poison on the dart. Take 1 point of damage. From the dart firing
Now
off
I
into
know there's got to be. Now I know there has to be something valuable in there.
Does there seem to be any more darts in this fucking hellhole?
Are you shaking it around to fire off the rest of them, or are you continuing to check?
Aiming them away from my hand, but yes.
So you're moving the chest?
A little bit, yeah.
Alright, you move the chest. It feels decently heavy for what that's worth. And try and position yourself so if any more shoot out, they won't get to you. It's a bit tough to search it for traps that way, but you think you got it. You think it won't shoot a hailstorm of darts as soon as someone tries to open it. It does appear to be locked for what that's worth.
Open locks, 20%.
God damn
Haha.
it. I still like the way I can check for traps and open locks at the same time.
Yep. Anyway, Yasha, you open the chest and a swarm of bees fall. Yeah, I'm joking. That being said, the chest appears to have a bunch of... You're not sure what. Some powdery white substance.
Cocaine.
Yeah,
Wow.
cocaine.
You hit the mother lode. A chest full of cocaine.
At this present moment, Dungeon Master, would Yasha know that we are traveling with a magic user, i.e. Susie?
Let's see. Susie, has she displayed magic user traits?
She has cast magic missiles.
Yeah, you saw that.
I don't know if we actually did Susie's how she detects magic. Let me check.
Do you have it listed on your character sheet?
Yes.
Otherwise, you can
Detect by sight.
by
Yay.
sight. Ooh, that's rare. Okay. So, what's the party
Yasha
doing?
will call Susie up and ask her to check if this thing is magical.
Okay. Susie, you're going on up and looking at it hard and focusing, trying to block out your actual sight for your second sense of sight and detecting magic.
Yep.
Alright, well, you look at it, it does not detect as magical.
Dungeon Master.
Mm-hmm.
How many chests did you say was in here? 1,
2.
2.
2?
Susie will take out one of her glass vials and get a good amount of this powdery substance.
Alright. The vial feels noticeably heavy afterwards. Like, way heavier than it reasonably should be.
Taking this back to my temple when I can. Yay. Okay, so after that, going to the second chest.
Okay, going to the second chest. It appears locked.
Checking for traps first.
As you check another dart, I'm joking. By the way, Yasha, that dart really is messing with your ability to check traps. Maybe you want to take that out.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed, but...
Bind wounds.
Alright, you take it out, you do bind wounds, 1 hit point restored.
Once again, checking for traps.
Cool. Well, you're pretty sure you checked it properly last time, but yeah, no traps detected that you're aware of.
Open locks, 20%.
Alright, open locks, 20%. Nope, not with a 96 you don't.
Anybody else here know how to use how to open locks
Clop, clop.
without destroying the chest?
Beltrix will ask to use his or hers. Poor guy. Tools and Dungeon Master. I watched him. Correct. Watched him try to pick this lock.
Yeah, you were looking.
I'm not expecting much out of it, but would I be able to mimic what he's done so far?
Reasonably, you could mimic the motions, absolutely.
Then Bellatrix would like to attempt a feat. He would be.
Alright. Bellatrix, you work at it for a bit, and this shit must be harder than it looks, because no dice. In fact, give me a D100. You want low.
You snap my picks, I'm going to punch you in the face.
3.
Hey, okay, you don't break any of his tools.
That would have been in character, too. Yasha would have said, if you break my picks, I'm going to punch you straight in the fucking face.
So,
I mean, at least I tried.
what is the party doing at this time?
Is this like a padlock, or is this an interior
Built into the
lock thing?
chest.
Built into the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Any
anybody here have a blunt weapon of sorts? Like a hammer or a mace?
Clop.
I'm going to be a little bit more strategic than just smashing the entire chest open.
Dungeon Master, does this chest have handles on it?
No, it doesn't.
How big is this chest?
The chest measures about a foot wide, about 8 to 10 inches long, and about 5 or 6 inches deep.
Okay.
I might have dimensions wrong. I'm going to have to consider, because I know what's inside it, but dimensions might be funky. It might be
Well, how
4
heavy-
times.
How heavy does it feel?
Are you trying to lift it?
Yeah.
About 100 pounds or thereabouts. You know, there's some weight there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that chest would be bigger.
Yeah, probably. Tamara does have a hammer, for what that's worth, but I don't know if she's present right now. She did say
It's a
she'd be.
war hammer, but you
It-
can try it.
It's still a
Hi.
hammer.
I asked for any type of blunt weapon.
Again,
Now-
you can try it unless you want me to hit it to see if it'll
I-
open.
I was going to try something real quick.
Okay, well, here,
Dungeon-
just don't break it.
Dungeon Master, does the lock seem to... Like, does the opening for the lock seem to be wide enough to fit a dagger? Like the tip of a dagger in it?
Just the tip.
This is probably going to break one of my daggers, but oh well. This is me trying to be
Bellatrix will
creative.
hand over one of her daggers.
I have a lot of them, it's fine. But Dungeon Master will put the dagger into the lock and use the warhammer to try and force the pins up to unlock it.
Okie dokie. Give me a roll to hit. You're at significant bonuses.
Yep,
See.
that was a 16.
16. Okay, you will successfully hit it. Dagger. That's you, Bellatrix. Give me a saving throw.
I don't care if it says.
Give me a saving throw.
8.
8. Alright, let me check. Saving throw for items. Dagger. Metal hard. Versus blow normal. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, give it a good whack with the hammer, but doesn't seem to be working, Yasha. You might have jammed the locket, maybe, but it hasn't popped open or anything.
You know what? Fuck it. At this point, Clyde, wanna break this shit open?
No. We'll just take it as is.
Hey, Dungeon Master,
Mm-hmm.
that first chest with all that white powder in it,
Yeah, huh?
I want to probe in that powder and see if there's anything else in there.
Clyde, you beautiful genius. You find a key after a bit of searching.
Okay. I'm going to go over to the other chest and hand the key to Yasha.
try the key.
Alright, give me a d20.
That's a 19.
A 19. Ooh, close. You almost got it where you had fucked up the lock where it wouldn't work. The key fits into the lock very nice and neatly, and it clicks open. Kind of grindy click, but yeah, click. On the inside are many electrum coins mixed with silver coins.
Alright, we'll shut it. We will also shut the other chest and, tie them up onto Clyde if he's willing, and begin slowly backtracking out of here.
Alright. One moment,
Go
please.
back to the wagon to unload our loot. Clyde, are you willing?
How much weight are we talking here, Dungeon Master?
About 100 pounds.
She said both chests.
Oh, both chests.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the other chest, are you pouring out the powder or keeping it? Because that weighs a lot
Keeping
more.
it.
Yeah, okay. Now, Clyde, you're going to have trouble budging that thing for, like, more than a minute. It's like, okay, shit, I have to set it down and rest it.
But could we drag it, though?
You could try. What are you dragging it with? It doesn't have handles.
The same way I fashioned the first one?
Okay. Rope.
Okay, so the rope goes around it. You can take it from whichever angle you'd like, Dungeon Master. But it wraps around it twice, and then I turn it to go around it the other way to make kind of like a bundle.
Okay.
Well, that should allow us to either drag it or pull it.
Okay.
Alright, let's finish searching this room before we decide to drag this shit out of here. That way we don't make another trip to this room unless we have to, okay? Dungeon Master, you said there's a bed in here?
Yep.
Does it look like it's been used recently?
Nope.
So it's got like a coating of dust and whatnot on it?
Yep.
Okay. Any blankets?
Nope. Just the bed itself.
Okay. There's a table. Didn't you say there was like a brass candlestick or something on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, take that shit.
Alright, you have a brass candlestick.
And there's a bookshelf.
Mm-hmm. Empty.
Empty bookshelf.
Wood.
Empty bookshelves. Okay. Damn it. I got a brass candlestick. Hot damn. Alright, in that case, then, yeah, let's see about... Alright, the 100-pounder, I should be able to get up on my back and get that brace and held pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if they want to fix up a rope for me to pull the other one, then I'll do that. But they're going to have to steer it because we got a zigzag thing to go through.
I'll steer it.
Okay.
Bellatrix will lead the group out since she has memorication. Yes, because that's
That was fast.
memorication. Yes, that's
Alright. Well, y'all start pulling that chest along, and Clyde, Jesus Christ, that thing weighs a ton. That being said, you are Clydesdale, or medium warhorse equivalent. You can pull it until, as you're heaving, it's you get caught on something. The chest kind of tilts up and slams back down and cracks. White powder begins spilling out of it.
Okay. Yeah, guys, I don't think this is going to work. Y'all got sacks. I've got 2 large sacks. I don't know what this fucking powder is, but it was in a locked chest, so...
I'd like Susie will say that she'd like at least one bag of this, just in case it is something of use to her temple.
So,
Considering her temple makes potions, or they are the god of alchemy.
Then your temple gonna have to pay for it.
Dungeon Master, I'm going to get my 2 large sacks full of this white powder, tie the heads of them together like I did with coins before, drape that over my back with that chest full of electrum and silver.
Dungeon
Alright.
Master.
Give me a second there, Bellatrix, but go ahead, actually.
How badly is the chest cracked?
There was a fair bit of weight coming down at kind of an angle, and Yeah, you could try moving stuff, but that's not holding powder in it anymore, that's for sure.
But how was it cracked? I'm trying to ascertain that.
So there are tiles on the thing, and as you basically have to drag this thing along, it catches the edge of one of the tiles, leans up, and then goes back down, because, it's like, oh shit, it's tilting, and crash. The wood of the chest did not hold.
Bottom, side?
Yeah, bottom.
Okay. So
Now,
can't move it at all.
Clyde, you start filling up your bags, and wow, that's heavy quickly. It's not even a third of the way full, and it already feels like a full bag of coins in there.
Okay.
Are you continuing to fill it at that point?
If I think I can manage the weight, then yes.
Okay. Give me an intel check.
I rolled a 9, and my intel is a 14.
Alright. You're pretty sure if you fill this thing up to capacity, the bag could rip under the strain.
Okay, what about half full?
That should work. It's going to be heavy, though.
All right, then I'll fill the 2 large sacks half full and tie their tops together, as said before.
Okay. Anyone taking any more of the powder?
I have a vial, so nope.
I'm telling you, people, rich people snort this shit.
Is anyone snorting this shit?
Or it's a high level of neurotoxin and it can kill you within minutes. You want to take that chance?
Quintus would be proud of anyone who snorted it, that's for sure.
I mean, you do have someone of Quintus here.
Naomi, you were saying?
Would Tamara be able to figure out if she knew what this powder was or not, with her being a druid?
This is definitely not something you've ever encountered before. It doesn't seem natural. It's some refined substance, perhaps?
You know, okay. Hey, Dungeon Master, did my temple give me a book on at least semi-common mixtures and powders?
Reasonably that's stuff you learn through initiation, but the very basics, maybe. You don't have enough to brew potions, that's definitely
I wasn't asking to brew potions, but I was going to ask if I could, semi-figure out what the fuck this shit is.
Alright, let me check.
Like, if it was a highly dangerous neurotoxin, it usually has a sweeter smell.
That would be off-world knowledge for even the Dungeon Master, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, like
that being said, you have no
poison,
fucking clue.
Yeah, higher rating poisons, deuce, and neurotoxins, all that jazz. Smell very sweet.
Yeah, you've got no clue. Unless you'd like to take a sniff.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking risk that shit.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen?
Susie could die. I mean, I'm pretty sure we do have a cleric of the god of Quintus, because I'm pretty sure Velvin's one, but that's off-world knowledge because she hasn't really been adamant on telling everybody that.
Regardless, so I've got Clyde scooping up 2 half sacks of his large sacks of this shit. I've got anyone else doing anything else?
I don't have these sacks. I got a pot. Bellatrix or Garrick, whichever one is closer, will unwrap the rope from around.
Okay.
The powder in the game.
So what's the party doing at this point?
Following Bellatrix back through the twisty, spiky room, and then carrying this shit up to the wagons.
Alright,
well,
y'all are just... Yeah?
Well, I mean, Velkin is Quintus. I mean, he can attempt it if it's... I'm just afraid
if you want to snort this shit, go right ahead.
Not snorting, Dom. I was thinking of maybe possibly putting a little bit on the tip of my tongue, see what the fuck happens.
That would be even worse.
It'd be pure concentrated evil.
But I mean, that's up to you. You want to do it, do it. You, ain't gonna
You are
take it.
you are a cleric of the god of chaos, so it's your choice.
Chaos and stupidity are not brothers. They are related, though.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
They're
I'm
they're
just trying to
they're
make it
cousins.
funny.
Alright,
They're-
party's
they're
heading back
cousins.
upstairs, taking the same paths as before to avoid the various spike traps and so forth of this
Mhm.
cursed tomb. Alright, the party does get upstairs. It's getting close to midday, actually a little bit past it, and y'all are starting to get kind of hungry.
Hell
We
yeah.
will have lunch, and Beltrix will go feed the horses.
Alright. Oh, Craig died. Poor Craig. Taken before his time.
Yeah, Craig was nice.
Craig
was a nice
snorted that
man.
shit.
Craig snorted that shit. It brought him to a new plane of existence. Okay, the wagon, it's, for a second you almost expect it to buck under the weight of those things. It's, fuck, taking those up the stairs. Anyhow.
I feel like this is your way of telling us that this powder was going to fuck our shit up.
I'm afraid I couldn't say. So, anyways, I'm giving the party time to eat lunch and stuff. Okay.
You guys sleep well.
Once the party is done eating lunch, what is their next step?
Continuing on the search.
Alright, give me just a moment.
So I'm just wondering if I should empty out those 2 bags of coins that I brought up so that we could get more of that white powder.
No, we have enough. And if it is very valuable, we could always come back.
All right. Well, that's all of my sacks, guys. So if y'all want to have sacks, you got to count me out. Come on, that was funny, guys.
Sacks
Honestly-
on sacks on sacks.
They're
Honestly,
having
it
sacks
went
on
whoosh.
the wagon. Okay, Dungeon Master. After we have ate lunch, look around and see if any of the comrades are praying or studying, and if not, then let's get back in there.
Hey, the before y'all go back in, by the way, and I'll allow this before lunch if you want to do anything, the snow is picking up. Horses still seem fine, but you got about 4 inches right now.
All right. Well, we are leaving that door from the courtyard inside open. So if it gets too damn cold, they're going to come in,
Mm-hmm.
I would think.
Oh yeah,
Unless
they have
no,
self-preservation as long as they aren't tethered.
Okay. Yeah, we never tethered them, but we did make sure the courtyard was secured. And
Well, if
Yeah.
it's coming down that hard, Dungeon Master, sorry for cutting you.
Go ahead.
Oh, I apologize for cutting off growth. I was just going to.
oh, no, you're good. You're good. Go ahead with what you
And
got.
Beldrix and Garrett will have moved the water trowel and stuff inside with the deep trowel. So
Alright.
the horses will,
Alright, the horses are gonna follow at one point or another, because like, hey, I'm gonna eat, I might as well stay here type of deal.
Good thing I brought a shovel. I might have to shovel out the snow.
My wagon's gonna be filled with snow, guys.
It's a good thing I brought a shovel. I can shovel the snow.
I know.
Yeah, Dungeon Master, when we go back in, I'm going to move my cart inside. And our
Alright.
firewood.
Duly noted.
I don't want my shit getting all covered with snow and crap.
So, the party's heading back down.
Yes.
Alright.
Yepers.
Is the party heading back to that door that leads into room 8 and room 8 part 2?
Negative. We're heading in that direction, but instead of going into room 8, we will look around.
Bless
That's you. Damn it, I knew somebody would snort that shit.
Alright, 1 second. I'll try and get a better screenshot of this.
That sneeze actually hurt.
Ouch.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I must say this DMC was a lot more painful.
Just a moment. Y'all will be amazed at how much effort I put into this.
I don't think we brought enough wagons.
We're going to need a bigger boat. This, there, that, fill. Okay.
All right. While that's being done.
Oh, it's done. But you can get that smoke if you need it.
No, I'll wait.
Alright, this is rough. Like, as best as I can get what you should be able to see while blotting out what you shouldn't.
Okay, is that thing on the right the door to room 8?
Yes.
Okay.
The red line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is the two squares space on the right side another door?
It's a passage of some kind. Is the party moving up to investigate said passage?
Yes, Dungeon Master going to that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Going to that.
4.
Checking for traps.
Ah, clever cookie. You don't detect any traps along the way.
Okay, I was mapping. What do we do? Go north and to the right?
Yep.
North to the right to the passageway. Checking for traps.
Okay. We're at the edge of my paper again, so.
Rip. Your paper is
Dungeon
insufficient.
Just to inform you, Beltrix has taken her stone pot with her.
Stone pot, duly noted.
And she's
Okay.
looking up at the ceiling every so often.
Duly noted. Ceiling looks good for the most part again. 30 feet up. Okay, so that passage that I've lined up over there, including the doorway, lines up with that corner at the mid right-hand side of this thing here, if that makes sense.
Okay. Does the hallway continue to the east? Or does
So-
it stop there?
It stops there and goes north, from what it looks like. Apologies, cropping is hard sometimes.
Alright. In that case, yeah, let Yasha lead the way. By the way, I never said it, Dungeon Master, but I've coiled my rope back up.
Yeah, allowed. Okay, so
Okay.
Yasha, you're leading the way. Everyone's following behind.
Bringing up the rear on Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Yasha, you go to the door.
Yep.
Checking for traps.
That would be correct. 30%.
Okay, make sure you say that, please. Alright, math time. What? Dungeon Master's doing math again.
That's what all that white powder was.
Alright. Okay, Yasha. Are you going on the right-hand side or the left-hand side? Like, north or south, as far as these 10-foot squares go?
South.
South, okay. You get to the fourth one, and you poke at it, and it doesn't, like, sink in. There's no pressure plates, no spikes shoot up, but you're poking at it, you're like, some instinct is telling you, shit, that's trapped. You're certain of it.
Taking a small piece of red thread and trying to see if there is like any tripwires.
Okay, you're draping the red thread in front of you, and you don't detect any tripwires.
Aha, I know what to do here, Yasha. Release the chicken! And I'll pass the chicken cage up to the front.
Alright.
It just kind of looks like the chicken. You brought it all the way down with us?
I brought it. Yes, I brought
The chicken box.
Burger!
Yeah.
Releasing the chicken.
Alright, what way is the chicken gone?
Can we name it Kraken?
Sure, you can name it Kraken. Alright, Kraken pokes on out of the cage and looks at you all, cocks his head, and starts wandering off to the east.
Release the Kraken.
Alright, Kraken keeps going. Anyone doing anything?
Watching them.
Alright, let me check again.
Seeing if he steps on any traps.
He keeps on going.
He might not be heavy enough.
Kraken seems to hesitate for a minute and looks back at y'all. He starts heading back towards you after going about 20 feet away.
Alright, well, that was worth a shot. Put him back
After
in
about
his
10 feet, he starts walking back.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that chicken back.
What? No, no, then he turns back again towards y'all. I'm doing a d6 here, guys.
Okay, well, y'all keep probing for traps, and I'll watch Kraken from here.
Alright, well, Kraken keeps going ahead. Yasha, you following the chicken?
Probing for. Yeah, probing for traps, but yeah.
Alright. Maybe Kraken thinks that you're poking at him with the stick, or maybe he's just wandering off in that direction, but he keeps going to the east. You take another thing. You think... Well, like, are you going north to avoid what you think to be trapped, or what's going on?
Continuing east.
Alright, you cautiously, when you have to pass over that area, but you think that area isn't trapped. Like, the trap isn't going off. You're certain there's a trap there. It's driving you nuts, but, you poke at it twice, extra, so forth. From about 30 feet or so further up the hall, which I have everyone in, by the way, because, like y'all said, you're coming in together, Kraken passes over a tripwire. It makes a loud, audible think as he pushes through it, and at that point, spikes shoot up from every single tile of this hallway. Everyone take 1 to 10 points of damage. Roll it.
Okay.
Are we rolling our own 1 to 10?
Yeah, just roll a 1 to 10 each.
Where's the one that does crap for me usually?
Yeah. Oof.
4.
Hey, Sushi got minimal.
Bella got 4, Garrett got 2.
Alright, Velk and Tamara, I'll need you both to roll a d10. 3 and 7. Okay, everyone mark down your hit points by the appropriate amount as spikes shoot up from every single goddamn point on this floor. One impales the poor chicken.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead. Straight through the head. Never knew it was coming. Reasonably, its legs are still kind of kicking. The spikes go back down after about a segment of being up, and, yeah, pain. That poor chicken.
We're having chicken for dinner, fellows.
We can get to it.
The spikes go back down. The chicken, gets taken off the edge of that spike. It's not just impaled on it as the spikes sink back into the floor.
Okay, so these spikes were for the whole length of this hallway?
Yes. At the midway point of this hallway, I placed a fucking tripwire that activates a spike trap all along the hallway.
Now the question is, does the trap reset tripwire as the tripwire spin?
I don't know, but I think it's a good idea if we all back off while one person check that. Doesn't somebody else... Wait, this hallway, it's what, 30 feet long? Or
20
yards?
feet wide.
Yeah, but how long is it? Because if Yasha gets killed, we want to be able to drag her back with a rope.
12, 13, about 130 or so feet.
Damn, I've only got 50 feet of rope.
Garrick has 50 and Beltrick has 50.
Okay, so we can tie the 3 ropes together and around Yasha, and Yasha can continue to check. And if she falls unconscious, we can drag her back.
Beltrix will lay her hand on Yushi. Yushi took 4, right?
Yasha?
Took 4.
Yasha, Yushi.
Bellatrix, you don't know.
You're mixing the 2 names together.
Well, at least she's not calling you Sushi.
Sushi.
I just wanted to know which one he rolled for first. Either way, Beltrix and Garrick are both using their lay on hands on 1 each. So.
Alright, so Yasha, Sushi, that should restore you both from the points you took.
Hey. So I am back at full.
Anyone else doing anything?
And I guess I'm being the sacrificial lamb because I'm pretty sure everybody's walking away and making.
Binding wounds, Dungeon Master.
Clyde, 1 hit
Bleeding
point
wounds.
restored. Bellatrix Garrick, 1 hit point restored.
Binding wounds, tying those ropes together, and getting out of the spike strip.
Alright, Velkin Tamara, 1 hit point restored each. And yes, y'all should have a reasonable idea of where the spikes were, is, looking around panicked. It's like, oh, we go to the end of the hallway, it should be fine. So I've got the rest of the party, except for Yasha, gathered there, and Yasha, you're going to continue forward bravely into the unknown after a 150-foot of rope is tied around your waist.
And now me and my stiff knees are going to go get that smoke, Dungeon Master, since I'm no longer in the danger zone.
I went to the danger zone. Yasha, am I correct?
Yes, you are correct.
Okie dokie. You checking for traps?
Yes, I am checking for traps. 30%.
Well, Yasha, you're fairly certain the entire corridor is trapped. That being said, you're specifically looking for trap triggers now that you know what the trap is. So,
Yes.
you're continuing forward, carefully sweeping, because assuming there's another tripwire and you accidentally trip it with that stick, you are killing yourself again. Originally these were going to be poison spikes.
Explode.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
Yeah, I figured the party was a little too weak for that. Alright, Yasha, you continue down, and it takes you like a solid half hour to make sure you're good. Advancing time. That being said, you get to the end. Something looks wrong about that door. It appears to open towards you. But, okay, you check for traps. You're fairly certain the door isn't trapped, but then again, you could be wrong. This fucking corridor, Clyde really should have taken 2 to 10 there. Oh well. In which case, Yasha, once you check that door and you don't detect any traps, what are you doing?
Opening it and hiding behind the door since it opens to me.
Alright, you open it and hide behind it. This door is a set of double doors. You hide behind the left one or the right one. Keep in mind that the right-hand side one probably meets the wall.
The right-hand side one.
The one that goes behind the wall? Like, goes flush with the wall?
Yes.
Okay. You open it. The rest of the party, looking back there, it's hard to say for sure because of how far back Yasha is, but you'll notice something. Yasha, after you're done hiding behind it, what are you doing? Nothing like barrels out and tries to kill whatever was standing there for what that's worth.
Yes, just staying there, and if nothing happens, slowly getting from behind the door.
Okay. Yasha, you slowly go up behind it, and you will see what the rest of the party will observe. Behind the door is a solid stone wall.
Is it the same for the other door?
You open up the other door and check, and behind that door is a skeleton. Dice initiative. I'm joking. No, solid stone wall.
Okay.
Yasha,
Heading
come
back.
back here.
Being careful not to trigger any trap.
You're heading back, being careful not to trigger any traps?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, rest of the party, it would seem the doors were a fake-out to get people to walk down this hall to get impaled on the spikes or something, because... Huh? In which case, Yasha, you pass by Kraken as you head on out.
Hey, get that chicken.
I'll pick up Kraken.
Poor Kraken, he's bleeding profusely. Or rather, the blood is flowing out of the chicken corpse. He's dead. He's long dead. Kraken exists with his ancestor, the giant robot chicken, now. In which case, you bring Kraken's body back.
We're gonna get haunted by a chicken ghost.
No, it's got to compete with the rats.
Whoever set the trap gets the chicken ghost.
We just have to deal with everything else we're killing in here.
I had the most fun just rolling to see what the chicken was doing. Anyhow, what's the party doing at this time?
Going northwards, Dungeon Master, to the next passageway. Hold it. Hanging on the left wall.
Recover my cage, my chicken, and stash that stuff and my rope. Put my rope away as well. And yeah, following the party.
Okay. That's the wrong
I
one.
fed that thing good the last
Checking
couple
for traps, 30%.
Chicken for traps, 30%. Okay. The party
Chicken
begins
for
to.
crap.
Chicken for traps, yes. Anyway, Yasha, you lead the party, and you're hugging the wall to the west, you said?
Yes.
Okay. The wall to the west turns, and, but you know, there's a passage. Give me a second. I'm trying to zoom out on this fucking thing so I can get a screenshot of the thing. It's a wide, well, yeah, wide, I guess would be the right term, but it's a long passage. That's too big. Apologies, guys. I'm trying my best here to do a thingy. You know. Still too. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying not to give meta of the room there, which means I have to really crop it at points. Alright. I think I got it. So. What happens over here is that the party is entering from the passageway on the right-hand side. Goes north, and then y'all see that it goes to the left, and there's this really long, maybe 200 feet across passage, 20 feet wide. Roughly dead center, there is a set of double doors, about 20 feet wide. And all the way at the west end, the passage appears to curve south.
Hanging to the north wall, going to the double doors, checking for traps.
Alright.
Focus is mapping.
16, 17, 18.
Yasha, your check
30%.
traps is 30%, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet. Give me a saving throw, I'll be right back.
Fucking hell. That's not great. That's really not great.
Okay. 2, 3.
Oh, this might be the last session y'all have Yasha with y'all.
8.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Any bonuses that I should be aware of, except for the +2 to saving throws because of being a holy?
You can add in your
There's, like,
dexterity armor class adjustment to your saving throw. This is a visible
it's not gonna
thing.
help me. It's not gonna help me because, you know, I rolled a nat 1, but...
Yeah, no, nat 1 auto fails. You can be in complete cover. A nat 1 is an automatic failure, and a nat 20 is an automatic pass. You have my sympathy. Yasha! You step forward, you're almost to the door, like one square to the right-hand side of it, and spikes shoot up from the ground and deal 8 points of damage to you as you step on the pressure plate that triggers them. The saving throw was to determine if you would be able to avoid it.
Okay. That's a system shock right there.
Alright, give me the system shock roll.
Yasha's okay.
Yeah, Yasha, you maintain your composure and back on off as the spikes sink back down. One of them, like, pierced your armor through the side and got you good, though. Your arm. Oh, fuck. What's the party doing at this point? Alright, mark off your bandage, mark up your hit point.
Asking for healing very much so.
Alright, who heals? Dice it.
I'll heal. I'm not sure who else can heal besides.
Susie, you, both your characters.
7.
Alright,
Okay.
7.
I am back at full HP.
Duly noted.
It's
I am-
bad. It's bad that the cleric magic user has more HP than the front line.
Welcome back.
I am updating not character sheet, but triage. Who cares?
Anyways, Dungeon Master, do I at least know what kind of triggered the trap?
Pressure plate. You can probably avoid it by going around it.
Yeah, avoiding that shit again. And,
Despite testing for it, you messed it.
But yeah, avoiding that shit and checking the door for traps. 30%.
Alright, you avoid it, check for traps, and you believe the door to be not trapped. In fact, you're fairly confident about that one.
Open door.
Open door. Okay. The next door opens up into a large room. I'm going to start describing details as, party members will walk on in, I assume. Maybe. Hard to say for sure, of course.
Once we can see inside.
Well,
Maybe.
y'all following around, you would be able to see it. So, the next room is, as I said, large. It measures like 100 or so feet across and deep. Count the squares if you want, multiply by 10. Those black squares in the center represent pillars. Each pillar is about 10 or so feet tall. They are just circular pillars, no real decoration of any kind, made of stone. They extend all the way to the ceiling, of course.
Why do I feel like this is a boss room?
There's a door to the north, to the east, to the west, and the door to the south, which the party came from. All doors except the one the party entered from open away from this room, so you'd have to push them open. Obviously, you have to push open the door to the south to get into this room, as demonstrated by the red line.
I feel like we found the boss fight room.
Dungeon Master, quick question. Do these pillars look like you can climb on top of them?
If you got like a rope and stuff and you pulled some Mulan shit, maybe. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You said that they're 10 feet off the ground, but you didn't say that they touched the ceiling.
I did. They're 10 feet wide and they go all the way to the ceiling.
You said 10 feet tall, I heard.
I apologize. Their diameter is 10 feet. They're represented as squares, but they are circular in nature.
Okay. Checking for traps, going to the the northeast door. 30%.
30%. Okay.
Making sure I don't, get fucking stabbed in the femur again.
Alright, you continue walking forward. The rest of the party is following?
Wait, what was the
Hope
path
so.
being taken?
This is also
Northeast to the door.
Northeast.
So are you hugging the east wall then the north wall?
Hugging
my
the
bad.
west wall till I get to the northmost wall, then going east, checking for traps along the way.
Okay, so we're gonna bypass that double door on the west wall.
That's the one we came through, correct?
No, you came through the south like I described.
My bad. Going west going west and then going up to the double door on the west side and opening it while checking for traps along the way.
Okay.
Alright, everyone's
That was my
following?
bad.
Yeah, I'll bring up the rear.
Okay.
Don't want to get stabbed in the femur bone again.
Alright. 1 second, please. I need just a moment to get things ready here.
Even though I'm going to get stabbed again.
Oh, you won't get stabbed by a sword.
It's going to be a great sword.
I get
No.
the feeling this is like going to be the boss fight room, and I don't like this
Probably.
feeling.
Alright, so, as Yasha is leading the party in, from behind the pillars, you all make it to about the corner of the room and start heading up north, and as you cross the 30-foot line or so, that is to say Yasha does, the rest of the party is further behind, and Clyde, you might be all the way in the corner at that point. From behind some of the pillars, various skeletons step out. They are dressed in ringmail armor. They have quivers of arrows on their back and bows in their hands, and they start notching arrows to fire at the party. Dice initiative. New round 1. That's round 12, my bad.
Well, I think I got the map drawn in time. Well, except for the columns.
I can't do anything. We're ranged.
Now, for what it's worth, I'll give you a thingy here and show you where the skeletons are at. Like, some of them don't have as good line of sight, but they'll move around until they get it. Where is this thing? Okay. So, this is going to change, obviously. This is just to give you an idea for the starting point of these things. That's not going to give you all anything, actually. That's too zoomed in. So, the pillars with the red shit behind them is where the skeletons were hiding, two to a pillar. Obviously, the one in the far right-hand corner, it can't aim at you, but it's going to start moving to shoot at you. That kind of shit.
My phone might die, so if I lose voice for a second, that's because I can't find my charger.
Oof. Alright. I see no actions entered at this time.
Yep, I'm working on it. You know,
I'm
phone not dying is
reading
kind of
all
my
that
first
new-
priority, though.
Alright. Duly noted there, Garrick and Bellatrix.
We're in such an awkward position. Either my characters just rush in and just think through traps, or try and not set them off, and then get pelted to death by arrow.
It's like the Dungeon Master thought of something absolutely insidious and put it in this room.
Damn it.
Alright, Tamara, you can get your Warhammer ready, but it depends if you plan to move to attack the skeletons or if you're sticking with the party to get shot at.
I know some of our people are rushing forward, but the people that are not rushing forward, Dungeon Master, I've got the wall shield and that large metal shield, one in each hand, and I'm going to try and block.
Alright.
Because I know we've probably got some people that are either going to try to do ranged stuff. I said that right without going meta.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now, Dom did say that... Oh, he's typing here. I like how y'all thought this was the boss room. Y'all are still on level 1.
I get the feeling we're probably gonna have to go back to civilization and either get a second flash.
I mean, hey,
So we can get out and come back.
I was nice and placed treasure periodically, so y'all could cut and run with what you got. Screaming in character chat before casting darkness centered on the middle front column with skeletons. Duly noted, I need to look up a spell. Get through the fucking door now! Okay. Give me a second here. Girls, I might need to poke at you for something.
Okay.
I'll put an X mark on the one that I was talking about, if that helps.
The party wouldn't know what you're talking about, so don't. They
I'll
cannot.
just DM it to you then.
Mm-hmm. So you're casting it at the pillar.
Right.
I need to check something. Monsters. I think skeletons are separate, though. Yeah.
Pardon.
So my phone's at 0%.
You're about
and
to
yet
die.
it's still on. I have it charging, and it just went back up to 1%. That's weird.
Okay, if anyone wishes to adjust their actions based on what Yasha screamed, you can edit your thing to do that, but I will penalize your initiative, obviously, as Yasha needs time to say it, and you need time to hear and process it.
I am staying the course, Dungeon Master.
Duly noted. I hear clicky-clacky, and I do need an initiative roll.
You can roll it since you're in the most jeopardy.
Okay.
So I see the red dots, but where are we at?
The party is in the lower right-hand corner for the most part. Yasha is about 3 squares up, and then the formation extends down, and I figure Clyde's about in the corner.
You mean lower left-hand corner?
Lower left-hand, that is correct, I apologize. Left and right are hard people.
I agree. Having dyslexia.
I mean, it's entirely possible I have some form of dyslexia, but I'm not a doctor, so I'm not diagnosing myself.
I'm the opposite of dyslexia.
Alright, I don't know what that is.
Actually, I can read words written and reflected in a mirror or positioned upside down.
I did that once and it gave me a migraine. But I actually like wrapped my brain around it, started reading it, got a headache, finished reading it. It was just like 2 sentences, and I was like, fuck that shit, I'm getting a mirror next time.
No, I actually read a children's book for an elementary school class, holding the book upside down so they could look at the pictures.
Ah.
Yeah.
Alright. I still don't see initiative. Unless I missed, in which case I apologize.
I think we're letting Dom do initiative.
I did, and I said we got a 4.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry, I
nobody
missed
heard you.
that. If you can type that in in-game chat next, not in-game, dice rolls, just records. I have a lot to keep track of. Anywho, okay, there are this many of these skeletons, and there are that many of the parties, and okay. Yasha, you start saying your thing, then you begin casting darkness. Clyde, you move forward with both shields to block. Now, are you moving forward to engage the skeletons next round, hopefully, but blocking for the party along the way?
I gotta see what the rest of the party is doing, but I know that Yasha and some of the others were up there at the door and gonna try and block for them. I should make a pretty big barrier.
Right. Keep in mind, they're
Obviously-
not at the door yet. Y'all only made it about 30 feet in. There's still like another 40 feet to the door.
Oh, okay. Well, then, okay, I'm not gonna block Velkin. Velkin's using a bow. Tamara's warhammering. But Yasha and I don't know what. Okay, is casting a spell. So I'm going to try and block for Yasha.
Okay.
And Susie is heading for the door, and it looks like the others are moving into attack. So yeah.
Are you staying by Yasha to block, or are you moving up? Because, arcing, tall ceiling, they could use it too if they can shoot.
Huh?
So your skeletons have bows. If they arc their
Yeah.
shots, if you're in between them and their target, it'll just go over your head.
Yeah, except for I'm taller than their target.
Okay, but the point is, pretend that there's 100 feet between you and the skeleton and Yasha's behind you. You charge forward while trying to block. It's just going to arc over your head by the time it's done
Yeah,
drawing.
no. That's why I said I'm staying close to Yasha.
Okay, so now I'm just trying to correlate the move forward. Okay, so you're blocking for Yasha.
Yes.
Okay, Velkin, Bowfire. Ray Shield moving to cover Yasha. Okay, so you've got Bellatrix there with you. Garrick, weighing your options, duly noted. Attacking, but not rushing, moving into attack.
Welcome back.
Possible sweeping attacks. Welcome back. Okay, party has initiative. Going down the list there, Velkin, you pull out your bow and you aim to shoot the closest skeleton. Despite the fact that they already had their shit in hand, you strike first, thanks to initiative. Roll to hit.
Yay! 20, not 20!
Dice percentage!
Yes! That's a
D100.
1d8. A d100.
D100.
Thank you. 100!
Oh my god! Velkin, you expertly draw back the arrow, line up the shot, pray to your gods, and shoot. It arcs right over top the party's head and pierces one of the skeletons directly in the eye socket, knocking the head down. The body collapses shortly thereafter.
Woo!
I'm giving that to you as an insta-kill. It's a skeleton, it can live without its head normally, but congratulations, your first crit double lot, take your 50 XP.
Oh, fuck yeah.
and marking off E.
Where's that immortal when you needed it?
I know, right? Okay, blocking, moving to attack. First bow shot done. Moving to attack. Blocking, screaming in character chat, then casting. Susie heading to door. I assume you mean the door on the west side, Susie?
Yep.
Alright. So in that case, I've got melee going on in, but first the skeletons get their attacks. So, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of you all, and that many of them left at this point, so... Bloop.
Gina is here as well.
Bloop. Yep, Gina's here, but he's going to be rolling for the monsters if he wants. Gina, message me if that's what you'd like.
Yeah, Gina's good.
Okay, thank you, Gina. I appreciate that. I didn't want you to feel excluded. Okay, I have targets designated. Bellatrix, your effective armor class is there. Let's see if they can hit you. Nope. Double nope. Bellatrix, 2 of the things fire at you. You block them with the shield. Gary! Gary, my man. Gary, today might not be your day.
Who's Gary?
Garrick. Garrick, you are effectively armor class. Let me look. Garrick. Armor class that with your field plate and shield. Oh, you don't have a shield, that's right.
Oh shit, I didn't see that. Me and Bella are both covering Yasha.
Yes.
Damn!
Hot damn, Garrick, your armor saved your life, but one of them did shoot you. It hit the chest portion of your armor. Another one misses. You're going towards those two, for what's worth. Those are the closest to you.
Damn, Yasha, you got some cover this round.
Velkin. Velkin's armor class. I need to have this up at all times, it turns out. Except I'm going to move it to there. Scroll up a little bit here so I can keep this all on one page. Okay. Velkin, armor class there. Yeah, that creature ain't hitting that. Okay, Tamara, miss. And Tamara... Armor class there, Tamara. Oh, that's a hit. Tamara, take 1 point of damage. One of the skeletons does manage to hit you as you charge at it. Clyde.
Yes.
Clyde, your armor class effectively there. I need to check what they need to hit that. Damn, Clyde. Even through your shield, like, they got you for 3.
Damn.
The other one outright misses. Yasha. Miss.
How much damage?
3. Susie. Miss. Okay, this concludes the skeleton's first bow fire. Back over to the party. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I've still got Velkin, who not yet covering. Okay, Garrick moving into attack. Garrick, there are 2 of them clustered together. You may roll to hit sweeping attack if you wish.
Then I will. 11. At
6, I believe. Garrick, that hits. Dice damage.
For 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Nicely done. That becomes there. Alright, you smack the crap out of one of them. The other one... Oh, my bad. That should be there and there, respectively. I'm dumb. Yeah, no, you smack the crap out of both of them. Okay, that's Garrick. Back over to actions. Tamara, you're a little bit shorter and therefore a little bit slower, but you do manage to get on up there. There are 2 skeletons kind of clustered together. They were shooting at you. You may roll to hit them if you wish. Well, one of them, or both. 6. Yeah, Tamara, I'm sorry, that's a miss. Clyde, you're not attacking anything. Yasha, you're casting your thing. We're about to get to that. Middle front.
Velkin has all the luck today, I guess.
Yep. And Susie heading for the door. Okay, Yasha, you cast your darkness spell and an area of, let me double check the PHB. That's a 60-foot radius globe, if I'm correct.
60-foot radius globe.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's gonna douse 6-foot radius centered there. That's going to douse most of the room in darkness all of a sudden. Garrick, you're in darkness. Tamara, you're in darkness. Clyde and Bellatrix are staying back with Yasha.
Dungeon Master,
You're good. Yes.
does this mean my light stones are worthless now?
Bellatrix, your Lightstone, and Garrick, your Lightstones have both just been negated. Which also negates the darkness.
Dungeon Master,
Yeah?
I beg to differ. It might negate one of them, but not both.
Hold up, I've heard differently from you, but tell you what, we will cover this later. For now, we're putting this in quasi mode. Either you've got infravision or the grace of gods is upon you. Light will not be a factor. This thing here, we will determine if any or all of them have been negated. Possibly one, possibly both. We'll handle it. Sound fair, everyone?
Okay.
Alright. That being said, the effects of darkness may or may not be present, so I'm calling it negated one way or the other. Sorry, Yasha. Your thing goes off and is immediately negated one way or the other. So, that being said, Garrick, you're not in darkness, and Tamara, you're not in darkness either. Susie, you head over to the door. It's a large iron door construct thing. There is no window or anything to see through it. It's about 20 feet wide. It's a double door. What are you doing at the door? Alright, I'll come back to you. Susie opening it and going through. Okay, Susie, what's your strength rating? 11. Susie, give me a strength check. Susie, I'm sorry, you're not strong enough to move the door on your own, but you start to budge and heave, and if you want, you can cancel it this time after only spending a few seconds trying to move it, or you can commit to it for, more time to try and open it more. You can type that up, let me know, but moving back. Blocking, done. Already got his attack, already got her attack. Okay, Velkin, you're due your second bowfire. Eight. Yeah, Velkin, I'm sorry, that's an oof. Okay, skeletons are due their second shots. Nope. Nope. Garrick, the skeletons are just trying to shoot at you. They don't seem to have up-close weapons. As such, they're actually at a penalty. And that's miss. I need to check Velkin. Armor class there. Oops. With a that fails to hit your armor class, yay. Tamara. And you are armor class there. Even with the penalty, Tamara, they do still hit you for 3 points of damage. Well, one of them hits you for 3. The other one also hits you, unfortunately, for 4. Ouch. Clyde. Let's see what they got. Nope. Also nope. Yasha, one of them shoots at you, but it dings the door next to you. Oh, my bad, not Yasha. Susie. No, Yasha, one of them tries to shoot at you, but you're too undercover. Susie, yeah. You're taking 2 points of damage as one of the skeletons does shoot you in the back. Ow. Okay, I believe I'm done for the round. Susie, are you committed to opening the door, or are you going to try something else? Tamara might die. Okay. Well, in which case, this is new. Round 2. Okay, Susie trying to open the door. Yasha going to the door and opening it. Bellatrix moving to support Tamara. Garrick sweeping again, moving to engage next group if both targets go down. Well, they're skeletons, so you know, they're pretty weak undead. They should go down pretty easily. Tamara attacking closest one. Velkin attacking with bow, then switching to short sword. Okay, so Velkin, are you taking both bow shots? Then next round you intend to draw your short sword, move to attack?
Yes.
Okay, so just attack with bow this round, and then next round you can put draw short sword, move to attack. Blocking for people opening the door. Duly noted, Clyde. Alright, initiative, please. If anyone wants to adjust their actions, feel free to let me know.
I got us a 5 for initiative.
GG! The party has initiative. Okay, let's see what we got here. Tamara, you're using... not Tamara. Velkin, you're using bowfire. You may roll to hit. Let's see another crit double out. 5. That's unfortunately a miss. Okay, Yasha, Susie, opening door. We're going to open door. Okay, we'll get back to you. Clyde moving up with them to block. Bellatrix breaking off to support Tamara. Garrick sweeping again. Okay. Alright. Their missile fire does go before your melee attacks. Well, their first missile fire. Miss, miss. Miss, miss. Oops. Miss. Ouch. Tamara, that will be 1 more point of damage. And, ow. 4 more after that. I'm sorry, they keep hitting you. Clyde. That's a miss. That's a miss. Okay, Clyde's good. Miss. Miss. Yeah, Clyde, you're doing a good job blocking. Okay, this concludes the skeleton's attacks. At this point, you all can attack the skeletons. Yasha, Susie, we'll get back to you in a second. Yeah, Tamara, you might want to consider evading, parrying. You can't really parry missile fire, so evading or something else at this point. Okay, Garrick, you can go first. Go ahead and roll that sweeping attack. Garrick, you can dice percentage.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Alright, let's see what we got here. Garrick, roll a d6. Garrick, take 5 points of damage as you miss your sweeping attack, step wrong, knock yourself on the knee. Ow. And take 100 XP, of course. Okay, moving on forward. Bellatrix moving to support Tamara. You're going to be slightly delayed then. Tamara, attempting to fall back. Okay, Tamara, am I to understand you're opting to not attack this round and instead you will attempt to avoid damage?
Yes, because she is literally at 2 HP.
I figured. Tamara, you will get a delayed evade. I will allow that. You may roll a d6.
Okay. Two. Your
armor class is 2 points better this round. That being said, it's actually 3 points better because you're able to use the pillars to block bowfire a bit. A bit. This room specific. Just me being nice. Don't question it.
Okay.
Okay. So that's Tamara attempting to fall back. Bellatrix, you'll be able to move on in. Yep. You've studied these before, Bellatrix. You know what skeletons are even before you encountered them here. Fucking undead. In which case, there are 2 of them. Are you going for a sweeping attack or just a regular roll to hit?
Sweeping attack.
Okay, roll to hit.
That would do it.
That'll do it. You can dice damage if you feel like it. How do I describe
wait,
this?
5 plus 6, so that's
11, triple
Mama
to
needs
33.
me, guys. I'll be back shortly.
How do I describe this? You remember those chests of white powder, or that chest of white powder? You've made a bunch of white powder as you slash through both of them, obliterating them. Tamara, you no longer have bowfire on your ass. GG. Okay, Bellatrix. Well done. Velkin, you are...
my lord.
Yes, in the name of Dactyrin, the god of death. Velkin, you are due your second roll to hit. 16. Okay, I'll need to check you, Velk, but that should hit as a... Yeah, that hits. Dice damage. Hey, max damage. Nice. Oh, no, wait, that's a D8. You gotta roll a D6 for your arrows. I'm sorry. 3. Okay. Not max damage, but, yeah, no, you shoot the skeleton, the arrow kind of whistles through the air and pierces right through its bony carcass out the other end, but it does take a few chunks of bone with it, seeming to injure the skeleton. Alright, nicely done. Have I skipped anyone other than Yasha Susie at this time? No. Okay, Yasha and Susie together, the two of you are going to be able to open the door by the end of this round. I will describe what you two discover on the inside next round. That is you two done for the round. Okie dokie. Now, just to make sure I understand, you all went to the door on the west side, correct? Not the south?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
At the south side. We were like midway through going to the west side door.
Okay. That being said, skeletons still have their second attacks this round. Garrick. Where is the monster attack matrix? That's right, that misses Garrick. Oof. Velkin, one of the skeleton archers shoots you for 5 points of damage.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Clyde, two of the skeletons shoot at you, but with your shields up, you're easily able to deflect their missiles.
Okay.
Yasha, one of them tries to shoot at you, but outright misses, and Susie, one tries to shoot at you and misses. Clyde, from behind you, because of course you're looking at the room to block the missile fire, you can hear the door, whatever noise it would make as it creaks open, or shudders, or clanks, or groans, or whatever.
Right.
At this point, I believe the party is done for the round. Round 3, I will describe what is in the next room for Yasha and Susie this round. And yeah. Okay, Tamara, you can try and duck behind a pillar and start binding, but if a skeleton moves, it could shoot you while you're in the middle of it. It's not guaranteed safe, there's still skeletons up.
Well, she needs to do something. She's at 2 HP.
Yep, okay, so the point is you're trying that, you're gonna duck behind a thing and try and do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
May I give a little bit of on-world knowledge tip?
Potentially.
Follow what Yasha said and go to the door.
Okay, Dungeon Master, before I can put in my actions, I need a layout. Can you tell me, because I see where the skeletons are.
Oh, they used to be there. They're moving around. Combat is fluid. This is where they started at.
Okay. Well, if we go, because you've got 5 columns of columns.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 rows going from south to north.
Yep.
So whereabouts is, because obviously I can see looking in that direction that Tamara is kind of in the hurt locker.
Mm-hmm.
So whereabout is she?
I'm putting her by row 2, my bad, column number 2 of the pillars, and row 3. Roughly.
Okay.
She backed off, she evaded.
All right,
Bellatrix
she
would be
was
over
in
there.
Melee. She was in melee with that skeleton that's there, right?
About that.
Yeah, Bellatrix turned them into a bunch more white powder with a crit for triple damage. Yeah. So those 2
Okay.
are dead.
Which 2? The closest 2?
The 2 that were attacking Tamara. Again,
Oh,
guys,
okay.
it's fluid here.
All right.
So, Clyde, you've got yourself, Yasha, and Susie over by the door. I've got Garrick up by, like, the first row of columns, you know, dealing with his shit. I've got Bellatrix covering Tamara. I've got Velkin moving on up from, you know, all the way by the side where she was doing missile fire.
Okay. All right. That explains it for me. Thank you. I'm kind of trying to assess the situation and look both ways.
I hear you.
Both keeping an eye on Tamara and looking into. I'm just putting assessing everything and some dots.
Possible future actions may or may not go there.
Yeah, I don't know yet because there's too much fluid and what's in the room.
So, Yasha and Susie can see that. Clyde, are you like looking over your shoulder to check as you can?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder as I can.
That being said, you're staying in this room, so you'll only get a narrower field of view.
I'm kind of. I don't want to abandon the people that are in the column room, but I'm kind of backing to make a less of a target of myself into the room to the west.
Alright, I'm making it a spoiler. Those of you that aren't entering, or Clyde, don't look. That being said, that is the rough layout of that room. I've included a portion of this room to give you an idea of size and scope. The far end on the left is solid wall at that point. There are a couple other features of the room which we can cover in a minute.
Okay. In that case, I need a cigarette real quick.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, this wouldn't be apparent to Clyde anyway, so Yasha Susie, I can inform you and really actually like drag you down below. So as y'all enter that room there, give me a second here. A couple things become apparent. At the north end of the room, left and right of the door, there's kind of a section that is sort of raised up off the ground, maybe 6 or so feet. That section is about 5 or so feet deep. It's kind of like, I think the fortifications of a castle, if you would almost. It's made of stone. There's kind of a railing deal going on, too. Contained in these little kill boxes, you could call them, they measure about 20 or so feet wide, both of them, left and right of the door, are several skeletons with bows and arrows, and as y'all enter the room, they start notching their arrows. So, I'll need an initiative roll from the party.
I believe you done fucked.
Okay, now Yasha Susie, upon seeing this, what are you all doing? Type it, put it into actions, something. Beg my pardon. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get back to you. Tamara, you begin to bind your wounds. How many skeletons? Give me a second to check my notes. 8, roughly. Okay, so, Tamara, you will bind your wounds this round, nothing attacks you. Bellatrix, you will shield Tamara this round, nothing is attacking her, but stuff might be attacking you. Velkin, pulling out short sword shield, moving into attack. Velkin, despite drawing your weapons and moving, I will allow you an attack at the end of the round. Yasha Susie moving into the room. Yasha Susie will then turn around and go right the fuck back out through the door. Okay, Garrick's going for his attack. Party has initiative. Clyde assessing. Okay, Clyde, you missed part of it, but Yasha Susie opened the door. There's probably some muffled screaming on their end where, oh fuck! And, you know, they turn right back around.
Okay.
Yeah, looking over your shoulder, you're not going to get an angle to see everything. There's some section by the north wall that seems raised up, but that's all you got. In which case, I got Garrick attacking, I got Velkin moving into attack at the end of the round, I got Yasha Susie doing shit, possibly more shit. You know, they're a bit delayed, obviously. Clyde, you're assessing, possibly doing something. And Skeletons going for their attacks. I did not expect this undead to be this deadly. Ooh, damn, Bellatrix, I'm gonna have to check that. Bellatrix, armor class there, usually. Oh, thank the gods for you. Bellatrix, this thing rolled a 19. You raise your shield up just in time to stop it from gouging you on the cheek. It misses. Okay, Bellatrix, you're good. Garrick. Miss and maybe a hit. I think I keep checking this one and it keeps not hitting. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Now I do need to reassess, so give me a second here, please.
I edited.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a second. 2. Okay, duly noted there. And wow, okay. Okay, Tamara's are dead. Clyde, 2 of them shooting at you.
Okay.
And both of them miss.
Good.
Okay. Sprint and grab Tamara and beeline to the south door. Okay. You're gonna start doing that, but not before. Wow. And that one might just hit. I'll be damned, it hits. Garrick, as you're attacking those 2 things in front of you, you are struck from the side by an arrow for 2 points of damage. One of the skeletons, which was shooting at someone else, has switched its target to you.
Alright.
That being said, the
How much
skeletons have
damage?
2 points.
2?
Right. The skeletons have done their first attack this round. Velkin, you're moving into attack still. You're coming at the end. Garrick, you may roll to hit. Are you going for a normal attack or a sweeping?
I'll go for a normal attack.
You know what I just realized?
Go ahead.
Velkin can cast Turn Undead.
GG. GG. How many times did I have to say undead? How many times?
To be fair, I did point that out so long ago in my first message about the whole invisible undead.
So, may I edit?
Yes, Velkin, you can edit your thing at this time. Type up a prayer if you may. Garrick, that hits
17.
dice damage.
13.
13. GG, Garrick, you destroy that skeleton. Technically, Velkin, it's not a spell. This is channeling your god's power. It's slightly different. It's not casting, you're just turning. Okay, Garrick, you're done. Velkin, you stop charging, you put away your shit, you pull out your thing, you'll get a thing at the way end of the round. Okay, Yasa Sushi. Y'all can have some actions midway through. Clyde's grabbing Tamara, though. Tamara, again, you're binding wounds, and Bellatrix, you're good.
No, you already said she got her bind wound off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
no.
last round.
No, that was this
What?
round. I said nothing's gonna
Oh.
attack you this round, you'll be good. Now, this might get interrupted by
okay.
Clyde, but I'm gonna be nice and let it. Okay. I don't think I skipped anyone. I think everyone's had their actions for the first half of the round. It's time for the skeleton's second attack. Alright.
Yeah, I'm good.
Bellatrix, again, one of those skeletons shoots at you and almost gets you, but you barely manage to avoid damage. Got 1 second. C is already out. Garrick, you're fine. Velkin, no. Clyde, even though at this point you're putting away your shield or stowing it as best you can to go grab, nothing shoots you. Alright. Skeletons shoot, no one takes any more damage for this thing. Clyde, at this point, you scoop up Tamara. Tamara, Clyde's scooping you up. Are you letting the centaur carry you out of the room?
Yes.
Okay. Bellatrix, your shielded thing is leaving. You'll have a chance to adjust your action for the way end if you want, or for next round. And Velkin, did you get a chance to type up a prayer?
Yes.
All right, send it.
Okay, give me a second. I'm fixing spelling.
Send it in its horrible form, Tamara. Velkin, this is not a thing that you've composed in your head over the course of a week. This is... There we go. By the power of Quintus, I hereby call upon you to aid me and my party to turn these hoarded creatures. We are in need of your help. Please aid me. Your turn is at +2 for its chaotic nature. Roll a d20.
Sorry.
Fuck!
For
Alright,
fuck's
what level are you?
Come on.
What level are you?
Velkin for his
Cleric.
Cleric.
Cleric, he is a level 2.
Level 2. Oh, you beautiful son of a bitch, it worked! Give me a d12!
Oh, thank fuck. Oh,
What the fuck? 3,
my God.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me a d8. Hey! Bellatrix, one of the things shooting you is turned.
Nice.
fuck.
At this point, we are in new round 4. Yasha Susi, again, I'm waiting any actions from you. Like, you might have some stuff from previous round time, because you entered a room, you exited a room. Okay, Susi, you'll get a chance to turn undead towards the middle of this round. Yasha, you go draw your bastard sword, move to engage. Duly noted.
I can't spell it.
Velkin, if I hadn't given you the bonus of 2 before you rolled the d20 and been like, yeah, that was so chaotic, I'm allowing it. Massive prejudice and full aggression. Okay, set Tamara down and look back in room. Okay. Give me just a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lydia, were you looking for the term extreme prejudice? I'm feeling that.
Okay, Clyde, you'll move Tamara down and look back
Yeah.
into the room. Combat will be ongoing. Tamara, you'll be out of the line of fire. You two are done. Initiative, please, party.
Oh, I'm done?
No, you'll get a chance later to do stuff, but for the first half of the round, at least, that's you.
You know what, guys? I haven't rolled initiative in a while.
Please.
Don't want me to do-
Yes, don't. Yes. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I got us a 2. Okay.
Oh,
I'm done.
For what
rolling
it's worth, the
initiative.
skeletons already rolled a 6. You're fine. Skeletons have initiative. Okay, drawing bastard sword, moving to engage, turning undead, attacking, setting, looking in back, staying out of line, and heading to door to aid Clyde and Tamara. Duly noted, Velkin. You'll get there about midway through the round. We'll come back to you. Okay, skeletons have ranged attacks anyways. Initiative is mostly unneeded. Miss. Velkin, as you're leaving, one of the things does shoot at you. Your armor class there normally, but this thing is essentially that. Tamara, you are hit. Not Tamara, Velkin, you are hit for 1 point of damage.
thank God it's only 1.
Miss. Wow. Garrick, take 10 points of damage as you are critted.
It was but a scratch.
Good, there's another one coming. 1 point of damage.
Still a scratch.
And the other one misses you. That concludes the skeletons. Okay, at
Done
this point...
after- At this time, how many skeletons can I see?
Alright, obviously it's like, oh, that one's bobbing, ducking here. You know, they are circling, pillars shooting, circling around again, they're moving. That being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, roughly? You're not sure. Could be 7, could be 9, could be 12. Probably not 12. That seems unlikely.
Okay, that's more than the original 6. That's for damn sure.
Now, for what it's worth, one of them is kind of just standing by the, like, towards the north of the, Jesus, I can't talk. North of the room, just standing there, hugging the wall, basically.
Crossbow it.
Alright. You can, roll to hit on that. It's a little out of line here, but I'll allow it.
19.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Clyde, that misses. Yeah, dice damage.
Solid 6.
Solid 6 points of damage, nice. The skeleton stops hugging the wall and looks towards you and starts moving there with that bow out. Alright, Clyde, you'll be subject to 1 attack at the end from this thing.
Okay.
So many fun details to keep track of. That being said, we got Yasha, Bastard Sword, engage. You'll get an attack later in the round. Susie turning undead, midway point. That being said, Bellatrix and Garrick are due their attacks first. Bellatrix, you may roll to hit.
12.
12 at 5th. Let me check. Hits, dice damage.
10.
10 points of damage. Nice. You smack the crap out of that thing. Garrick, your turn.
7.
7. That might not hit. 6, 7. No, I'm sorry. That's a miss.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So that's Bellatrix, Garrick. That's Tamara. Then crossbow. Tamara done. Velkin got shot. Moving. Okay, Yasha, you're drawing your Bastard Sword to engage, but Susie, you're first. Susie, if you were typing something out in in-game chat for your turn, please enter it now. There we go. In the name of the Great Alchemist Pervious, I hereby banish you from this place and let the Great Alchemist use your bones as ingredients for his Great Alembic. Susie, D20. 13. Ayo. Roll a D12. 10. Oh yeah, this just changed the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, party. Everyone under fire from skeletons. The skeletons abate their attacks and begin fleeing as far away from Susie as they can manage, which would be towards the east end of the room. Now, before we go too deep into it, Yasha, are you pursuing to attack one? Yes, okay, Yasha, you're entitled to a roll to hit then as a parting shot. Roll to hit. $10 at second. Hits, dice damage. For 4 points of damage, haha. Okay, that thing is no longer turned and it begins to attack you, Yasha. That being said, it's basically done for the round. It gets one bow shot at the way end. Done, done, done. Okay, Velkin, you've gotten over towards Clyde and Tamara. What type of aid are you looking to render? Velkin, are you still there? I'm about to shift into the new round, Velkin, but you have a chance to do something if you're here.
Dungeon Master, may I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Are the ones I'm fighting, are they fleeing?
Yes.
Dungeon Master also in off-character chat at 9:43 p.m. She said she would be right back.
Oh, I missed that. Thank you. 10 XP, Dom. Pick whichever character you think it goes to.
Dungeon Master, Garrick, and Bellatrix will bind wounds.
Say again?
Garrick and Bellatrix will bind wounds if allowed.
Okay, that's next round stuff. We're still in this round. I was hoping Velkin could do something. I'll allow a retroactive Velkin action here as long as it's not too game breaky. As round 5, most of the skeletons are turned. Yasha, however, is fighting one. Okay, Clyde, there's not much to attack, but if something comes by, you'll hoof.
I don't know. Like I said, priority is getting Velkin and Tamara out of the line of fire from the room. And if any skeleton comes out, then I'm ready from the side of the doorway to hoof attack.
Okay. Okay, Yasha is attacking, drawing dagger to attack. Okay, so you're drawing your dagger. That's going to delay your attack, but I will still allow you to get both. Susie, Fauci with shocking grasp on skeleton fighting Yasha. Okay, so Susiyasha, Bellatrix Garrick, you get your wounds recovered. This thing, Velk and Tamara aren't back yet, unfortunately, but I can't imagine they'll interfere with you. So give me an initiative, one of you two. That being you, Dom.
Let's say 4 for initiative.
Okay, you have initiative. Let's see, two attacks, slight delay though. Simultaneous strikes, bow fire along with the words. Bow fire with the words, yes. Bow fire versus fucking hell, I cannot talk. Fuck it, roll the heads.
Sword.
Yeah. Alright, you will be shot for 1 point of damage, but you can return fire.
That is a unnatural 20.
That hits dice damage.
1 damage, and now I need my d4s. Wherever the fuck they went. For 6 points of damage.
Nice, it's still up. Okay, Susie, you are entitled to an attack with the falchion with the shocking grasp. Roll to hit. Now, Susie, this falchion, is this metal falchion? Like you custom ordered the handle to be metal, or?
Didn't. Considering that we also do it with standard daggers, which I believe also have a grip to them. I didn't believe, so I would need to do that. So no.
No. Alright, well, I'll allow it this time, but that is something you should really look into. Welcome back. Okay, roll to hit. Okay, Velkin, Tamara, you weren't here, so I progressed things a little bit. That being said, Velkin, previous round, undead were turned by Susie. You went over to Tamara and Clyde. You wanted to render aid. What type of aid did you want to do?
I want to put Cure Light Wounds on Tamara.
Okay, you can dice that. And then you have options for next round. Most of the undead are turned. Yasha attacked one, so it's
7.
attacking her back. Okay, Tamara, 7 hit points restored. And you all can put in your actions for next round. Okay, Susie, would you roll to hit an unnatural 20, or?
15 as a first level cleric.
Cleric, first. 15 hits dice damage.
Yay.
So
That
Tamara's
is
there.
5 points of damage from the actual falchion.
And dice it for the electrical.
So
your grip will be
Sorry.
kind of smoky and sizzled after that. Dice it,
So
man.
I
For
have
5 points of electrical damage.
Duly noted. Naomi.
I have now brought Tamara up to 10. So that would bring me up to 90, I think.
10 out of how many?
17, she's at 10. So I'm at 90 something.
No, you're not.
10
You're
out of
closer
17
to,
is
like-
roughly 60% without doing much math, but
Yeah.
okay.
58%.
Thank you.
Dom, Dom,
Yes.
you were saying?
I said 5 points of electrical damage.
Yeah, no, I got that. That kills the skeleton. GG. Was there something else you were saying?
No.
Okay. So yeah, not Velkin. Yasha, you're, you still have an attack left, but the thing in front of you is dead. Clyde, that's right. Clyde did get one of them on him. Yeah, Clyde, that thing arcs its shot, but it misses.
Okay.
And let's see. Tamara and Velkin, you still have your options this round. Bellatrix, Garrick, wound are bound. Velkin, you may cast Cure Light Wounds, and Tamara, you're staying back. Okay. This brings us to round 6. So yeah, Velkin, you can dice that. A2. Clyde, you are currently engaged in missile fire with a skeleton. Are you ignoring the skeleton to bind wounds?
Dungeon Master, as I said, I was making sure that we, 3 of us, were out of line of fire for what's inside the room.
Yeah,
So-
but you fired at a skeleton and it fired back.
Yeah, Clyde, remember? You saw the skeleton
That was
over there, so you
last
got
round. That was last round that I fired.
round 5 or
Remember the
round
dot,
4?
dot, dot? And
Oh.
this past round, I made sure that we were out of the line of fire,
Oh,
and I
okay.
was holding the bottleneck. So
Right.
I'm out of line of sight unless it comes out of the room.
Duly noted. Okay.
So yes, I'm binding wounds because it's got to come out
No,
of the
I
room.
apologize.
immediately.
That's on me.
Okay.
Nope. Here, give me a second. I need to tally up the living skeletons. I apologize. Things get messy sometimes. You know how it do.
That's okay. It's okay.
Jay is no longer alive at -4 hit points. I think I just forgot about that guy last round. Oh well.
Since it's a new round, is Tamara able to do another bind wounds or no?
You can only bind wounds on yourself once. After that, you have no more injuries to be bound. Just that round, you
Okay.
bound all your physical shit. You could cast
Okay.
spells, but binding wounds is only when it's been
Well,
done.
she doesn't have healing spells.
Okay. Okay, Bellatrix Garrick going to attack. Okay, Susie, triage on everyone. Okay, Susie, you triaging people that are fighting or triaging people in the hallway?
Triage people that were in the hallway.
Okay. Velkin casting Lay on Hands on Clyde.
Okay, is this a lay on hands with a hit point spread, or does it have to be rolled?
I already have it crunched.
Okay.
I just messaged you. Okay,
Okay,
Velkin,
so
you
between-
you cast it. Tamara staying out. BG attack. Attacking skeleton. Attacking Clyde. Okay, Yasha, I fucked up on that, but okay. You'll attack the nearest skeleton. Clyde,
That
you will.
should help. Go ahead.
Clyde, you'll bind wounds.
Thank you.
And yeah, that should help Clyde. Okay. So I got Bellatrix,
Okay.
Garrick attacking, and Yasha.
Quick.
Mhm.
Velkin's at 7 out of 17. What would that bring him to?
Roughly a third. Roughly
I don't know what a
40%,
third
let's
is.
say.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see. BG attack.
You're at
Susie.
41%.
Attacking.
Sorry, math is not my strong suit.
Bellatrix. Garrick.
Calculator.
Yasha. You know what, actually, hold on. I need to think about something here real quick. Grills, I'm gonna message you a question.
Okay.
Okay. Bellatrix, Garrick, and Yasha, I just determined to be a random dice roll other than Yasha. What you're attacked, and you will get your attack on them, and then they're going to start attacking you if they still live. Bellatrix rolled a hit. Bellatrix, I'm pretty sure that hits. You may dice damage. Hey! Max damage. You obliterate that skeleton, even though it would have attacked you, it didn't get the chance. Garrick, you may roll to hit. got messages popping up, so I didn't see the rolls there. That being
10.
said, 10 at 6th. 6th, 10. Hits dice damage.
10.
10 points of damage. Garrick, you make that thing into crumbly dust powder like your sister. Not quite, but yeah. Okay, Yasha, at this point you may roll to hit.
That's a nat 1.
Dice percentage.
That is a 33.
33. Miss off balance. Penalty of 6 to AC. No dex bonus to AC. Forfeit next attack. Alright. That being said, you try to attack this creature, which breaks its turn. It gets a chance to attack you. So, what is your armor class effect? Oh, I don't need to worry about that. It just rolled a nat 20. Ouch! Yasha, take 12 points of damage from a crit.
Pretty sure that kills me.
What hit points are you at now?
Sure. Oh yeah, that kills me.
What hit points are you at now?
I am at 3, so minus 12 will put me at -9.
Yasha, you go down.
I big hurt.
Yeah, you big hurt. Okay. Let's see, did I skip anyone this round? Clyde bound his wounds. Yasha attacked. Susie tried to triage. Okay, Susie, you never did answer me. Are you triaging people in the hallway or people in the,
He did. He said
I
hallway.
did answer you, and I did say hallway.
Okay, so Susie, you're in the hallway casting triage on people. Well, not casting, but using the triage on people there. Bellatrix, Garrick, you've attacked. Velkin, you've laid on hands. Tamara, you've stayed out. It is now round 7. Clyde, I hate to say it, but you really shouldn't be aware of that.
Oh, the nearest one.
Alright, the point is, yeah, you've been healed up, you're gonna do that, I will determine randomly. That being said, you know, you would see there's Yasha's prone form, there's this thing, so I will actually allow that. I apologize, I thought that was a deliberate thing. Oh shit, I saw him go down, I need to, but no, you'd come in and see that then.
Okay.
Okay, Tamara, you're going in with Clyde to attack, Bellatrix, Garrick attacking.
Uncomfortable, unconscious.
Who's the wounded?
Fucking autocorrect. The one. Okay, I guess they're all attacking now. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. The party rises to
Velkin-
Yasha's defense.
Well, Velkin is backing up, like backing up so he can shoot with his bow, but he's still in the same area.
However, you're in the hallway, not the room.
Oh, okay, then ignore that. I will retype it.
Yeah, I'm re-entering the room.
Okay, never mind. I'll re-enter the room then.
Okay, you're re-entering and doing bowfire. Okay, initiative party.
Dom.
That's a 1.
Shit.
Party does not have initiative. Garrick, that skeleton that's standing over Yasha's body, starts going towards you and shooting arrows along the way.
Okay.
Okay. Battering ram attack on that one, duly noted. Bellatrix, Garrick attack. Y'all didn't specify Garrick, I'm assuming that. Bellatrix, I am not.
Attacking, we're just attacking whatever's closest. With
Alright, so
aggression
Bellatrix.
and extreme prejudice.
So that's there. Tamara, likewise, you didn't specify. That puts you there.
Closest one.
Yeah, I know. It's words. Words are fun.
No, words are hard.
Terminate with extreme prejudice.
Velkin attacking with bow. Wow, that worked out really well. Okay. Let's go down the top of the list. We have Missile Fire. They do attack first, however. Garrick. That hits you. Garrick, 2 points of damage.
Duly noted.
Okay, that being said, that's all the ones that can attack before you all attack them. So, Bellatrix, you may roll to hit.
I don't think that's going to hit them fast.
Probably not. What is that, a 6 at 5th?
Yeah.
Hits. Dice damage.
Now I'm just completely, entirely confused.
They aren't actively dodging you. They're actually pretty easy to hit when they're just standing there pressing themselves against the wall to get away from someone. You're essentially attacking them from behind. 10 points of damage. GG. Okay. Let's see. This thing will, of course, now try to attack you. Tamara, you're charging up to attack. That's coming in later. Velkin, you're going for that bowfire. Roll to hit. And Clyde, we're about to cover you.
Battering ram.
Velkin, that hits. Dice damage.
What is it again? 1D.
D6.
Thank you. 6.
Heyo, max damage. Nice. Again, you shoot clean through the rib cage. One of those things, half the ribs drop to the floor. It, starts moving to attack you with its bow. All right, just a moment, please. We actually burnt out the music bot on that song. It's impressive. I didn't think we would do that. Okay. Velkin got his thing. Tamara, she's charging. She's gonna get there. But speaking of charging, Clyde, roll to hit.
Ramming speed. With that big old 4.
Fucking hell, Clyde. Miss. You crash into one of the pillars. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want you to succeed, but you rolled a 4.
I know. It's just, I missed. Okay.
Ramming speed, Captain, right into that fucking pillar.
Okay, they're round. I'll deflect.
Yeah, you'll be fine, but that's you for the round. Okay.
I think yeah.
Yeah. Okay, at this point the skeletons get their chance to return fire, other than the one on Garrick. And Tamara, you're still slightly delayed here. We're about to get to you. Bellatrix, that's a miss. Garrick, they already dealt with. Velkin. Velkin's armor class.
Garrick hasn't got that.
Garrick, didn't you get your attack?
No, you skipped. Garrick.
Oh, I apologize then. Garrick, you can roll to hit. Let me look at Velkin's armor class, though. That's pretty good. Better than this thing can hit.
16.
Garrick, that's a hit. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Yeah, it's gone. That was the one that knocked down Yasha. GG. So at this point, Bellatrix, you're still fighting one. Tamara, you can roll to hit one that you just got to. Clyde bounced off a thing. Velkin exchanged bowfire with one. Velkin hit it. It did not hit Velkin. Welcome back. Tamara, you may roll to hit. Yeah, Tamara, I'm sorry, that's a miss. That being said, it gets a chance to attack you now. Tamara's armor class is there. Ouch. Tamara, you are hit for 3 points of damage. Okay. I think I got about everyone. Let me check. Bellatrix, Garrick, yes. Clyde, yes. Tamara, yes. Velkin, yes. Unconscious, and Susie just kind of stuck because everyone else is attacking. Susie, give me a perception check.
Yep, nope. 17.
Duly noted. I'm going to put in a round 8, and party, think carefully about your options, please. I'll be right back.
Well, while he's gone, I'm gonna get a smoke real quick. But there's my axe.
Alright, I am back. waiting for Velkin and Tamara. I think I caught the tail end of Grills wanting to dip out real quick. Okay, BJ attack, hoof or nearest, or bind Yasha's wounds, depending. Okay, unconscious, still just kind of stuck outside.
Okay, I made it back.
Welcome back. Okay, Clyde, I need to know, are you hoofing? Like nothing's directly attacking you.
Okay, remember, I was going to Yasha's aid because Yasha went down, and I missed on my ramming attack. But didn't that one get destroyed anyhow?
Yeah, Garrett cut that one down.
So, are me or Yasha under missile fire at the moment?
Not at the moment.
Then binding wounds.
Duly noted. Okay, so that's Clyde done. BJ will get their attacks. Initiative, please, party.
I think it's Lydia's turn.
No.
No? Then
No.
Mika.
Naomi with a
5.
5. Okay, so Bellatrix, you're attacking one. Tamara, you're attacking one. Velkin, you're shooting at one. Let's see. Garrick, are you supporting them or picking out that lone guy who's just kind of huddled against the wall?
Attacking whichever is closest to me.
Alright, random determination based on distance. There. Alright. Duly noted. Okay. Finding wounds, stuck outside. Okay. Let's see. Party does indeed have initiative. Okay, Bellatrix, the thing's going to try and shoot you. It misses. Tamara, that thing already shot you, and it's going to keep trying to do that. That's a miss, however. Velkin, you have initiative. You may roll to hit with your ranged attack. Yeah, Velkin, that's a miss. Good news, it missed you too. Okay, Garrick, you get on over to the one that I determined randomly was closest, which was the one that's pressed up against the wall. You may roll to hit. That hits, dice damage. $14 AO, it's still up, and oh boy, is it attacking you now. That being said, it misses. Okay, let's see. Okay, Bellatrix, you can roll to hit. Bellatrix dice percentage. Wow. Bellatrix, roll a d4. Alright, Bellatrix, take 3 points of damage as you miss and injure yourself. Okay, Tamara, roll to hit. Yeah, Tamara, I'm sorry, that's a miss. Velkin's already done, Garrett's done. Okay, Velkin, you get your second bow attack at this time. Roll to hit. Four, yeah, I'm sorry, that's a miss. Yep. It tries to shoot at you, but also misses. Okay, Clyde, you successfully bind Yasha's wounds.
Alright. Dom, you got a hit point back.
Yeah, Dom, you're at -9. BJ, attack. Done. Susie's still just kind of stuck outside. Attack and attacked. Okay, round 9.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I think everything's good. Round 9. Okay, duly noted, Clyde. Alright, Velkin, Tamara, Yasha, Susie. I'll need you all to put in your actions. Alright, Susie, Cure Light Wounds, and Yasha when the time is ripe. You know, when she's over there. Velkin, Tamara, I'll need your attacks. Or your options, I should say. Alright, duly noted. Initiative, please.
Dom, your go for initiative.
6.
Okay, party has initiative. Alright. That being said,
Does it really matter? They're doing both. Fire that goes first, regardless.
Velkin, however, does get to go before they go. So Velkin rolled a hit. Hey, cat. Velkin! Dice
yes!
percentage.
Hallelujah! 1d6.
100.
Okay, 1d100. Okay, sorry. 100! What
the
fuck?
fuck?
Yes! Yes, baby! Yes!
That is a 1 in 4 million chance.
Your dice bot has been infected. Somebody's got a hack code.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Velkin, once again, this is an undead. It can actually live without its head, but because of how fucking awesome that is, it's dead. You kill it.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Girls?
Tell you what, man, my dice rolls may be sucking tonight, but I've been a team player, and yeah, I mean, wow.
Alright,
That
Velkin,
could've been-
you'll have a second shot later.
That could have been 2 Forsaken Immortals this tournament.
Yeah.
Session.
Okay. In which case, now the 3 do get to attack. Nope. Nope. Wow. Okay, Garrick takes 6 points of damage as that thing rolled max. Okay, that being said, it is now the party's turn. Bellatrix, you can roll the hit first.
Garrick took 6.
Garrick took 6.
Alrighty.
That hits dice damage. Hey, you crush that one into dust.
Dungeon Master, after I've set Yasha down, can I see how many are still engaging, like Bella and Garrick?
Yeah, sure. I'll cover that in a second. Tamara, you're
Okay.
due a roll to hit.
Garrick hasn't won.
I have
Okay.
Tamara first in my list over here. Okay, Tamara. That is unfortunately a miss. Garrick, you are indeed able to hit it this time. Yeah, Garrick, that hits. Dice damage. Okay, Clyde, you're gonna look up and examine what's going on. Susie, you can dice Cure Light Wounds, by the way. Clyde, you'll look up and determine that Garrick just obliterated one of the few remaining. There is, in fact, only one up, and it is currently trying to shoot at Tamara. In fact, it misses.
Okay.
This concludes round 9. Going into round 10. Don't forget that Cure Light Wounds there, Yasha. Susie.
Yes, I know. My phone died. Hold on.
Oh, Velkin, I almost forgot. Velkin, you're still entitled to a bow shot. Would you like to shoot at that?
Yes.
You may roll to hit. This is prior round stuff.
9. Fail.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a miss. Alright, Clyde, we'll cover you in a second. Okay. Initiative, please.
I got it. My luck should be strong. 3.
Why did I hear 2 dice rolls?
because the first time it landed on the edge of my mouse pad and it was cocked.
Alright, yeah, I figured. Alright, 3. The skeletons do have initiative.
It was a 3 that time also.
Alright, Tamara, it misses you. At this point, party can go ahead and attack it. Let's just go down the list. Bellatrix, roll to hit.
Oh, wrong channel. Sorry.
Bellatrix rolls around on the floor. That being said, I'll let you re-roll it. Hey, it hits dice damage. Seven, nice. Alright, it's still up. Garrick rolled a hit. Garrick, I'm pretty sure that hits dice damage. Garrick, you destroy the last remaining skeleton. The dust settles, the party catches its breath. Oops, 1 second. Yeah. I need to quickly pop this in XP calc. Done. Okay. Okay. At this point, Susie, you may Cure Light Wounds Yasha again. What was the first roll? I never saw that.
I rolled a 6.
Alright,
So
again.
be at negative.
Yep. Again,
But
just
can dice it again?
you can dice it again, and again, put your dice rolls in like dice rolls. Let me know. Don't keep me in the dark. Three. Okay. So that should put you over to 0, Yasha. You are entitled to a perception check at this time. Actually, no, scratch that. That's if you go down, not up to 0. You're still unconscious. Okay. So, let's see. Skeletons are dead. Done. Okay, Clyde, you'll be able to reload crossbow. And, okay, I think we can just pop in a new here. GG, party.
Dungeon Master, did I manage to scoop up that crossbow bolt that I fired?
Alright, give me a second. Yeah, you'll be able to find it after a little bit of searching.
Alright, thank you. That means I don't have to mark one off.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's dead, right?
No, the party
Sorry,
is still
not
alive.
Skeletons. I meant the skeletons.
I'm pretty sure they were already dead, but yeah, they're not attacking anymore.
Oh,
They're
fuck off, Eminem.
So, I'll need to know what the party's intentions is. I've got Bind Wounds Bellatrix Garrick, done. Cure Light Wounds on Yasha, Susie, done. Well, you can dice it.
Should I be safe to do my prayers?
Hell no.
Like in my mushy.
Let's see. You aren't mushy, but this might not be the safest spot to do it. You might want to discuss that with your party.
Okay, then, party, are we going back up after we,
Oh, hell yes, we're going back up.
Okay.
Okay. Again, Susie, you can dice that on Yasha. I'll need to know the result.
Rolled a 2.
Rolled a 2. Okay, so Yasha, you're at 2 hit points. You're entitled to a perception check.
Hey.
I can't really do anything right now.
Oh yeah. Joshua is passed the fuck out. I rolled a 17.
Alright. So, you went down to -9, Yasha. For a minute there, you were almost -10, which would have been death. You are so lucky Clyde thought to bind your wounds.
Clyde for the save.
Yeah, Clyde saved your ass. That being said, as you went to -9, you will require about 9 hours of rest to properly get up there. Until then, you're fighting at effectively lower level type shit.
So basically, I'm 0th level fighter right now. Great. Good
You
to know.
need to rest and recuperate, but you're also unconscious, so you're doing that.
Clyde, you might want to carry her back to the wagon if possible.
Yeah. Okay, I put some in-game chat in, but guys, aren't some of you healing and binding wounds and stuff? Because I'm the only one on Overwatch, I think. And if y'all look at the in-game chat, yeah, Yasha and Susie ran out of those doors over there. I think they were screaming. So, yeah, y'all might want to get your shit together. And yeah, if we're gonna head back, then I'll carry I'll carry Yasha. But get your shit together, guys. And Dungeon Master, I'm pointing and looking in that direction. So whatever they found that scared them out of the room, that the skeletons they were running from were the lesser of evils, I don't want that boiling up on us like a 5th grade science fair volcano.
Oh, yeah. Well, as I've described before, it's a large stone room, same hold tiles as before, and at your current angle, it's hard to say for sure, but there's something in the north end. Some elevated section of the room, perhaps.
Yeah, did those doors open away from us into that area, or
Yes.
Okay, then while they're getting their shit together, did they get the door open very far, or just enough to get in?
Pretty much just enough to get in.
All right, I'm gonna go pull that shit shut.
All right. Are you peeking in as you do?
No. Crossbow in one hand, other hand pulling the goddamn door shut. So if something comes snarling around there, it's gotten a crossbow bolt to the face.
All right. You successfully close the door. It shuts with a clank or whatever noise it would make.
Then I'm going to gallop over to where the rest of the party is staging, or hopefully they're staging, and we'll get Yasha draped over my back, and yeah, let's get the hell up to the wagon, get some food, some rest, some shit, guys. Come on.
All right. Is the party moving on up and heading on out same way they came?
That is my intent, Dungeon Master.
Bellatrix, Garrick, Susie, Velkin, Tamara, you all good?
Bellatrix
Yes.
is helping Garrick move up the stairs.
Okay. Well, assuming the party is being taken the route that they took before, they will get back without any problems. Let me advance time. Excuse me, please. And that takes you about that long. Alright, and yeah, the party will get back outside. As far as time of day goes, it's afternoon at this point. The snow has picked up. The horses are inside.
Yeah, Dungeon Master, I believe. The wagon is still in the courtyard, but everything else is in that first room.
Yep. So
Okay,
the horses are actually eating or drinking from the troughs. They're inside, mostly covered from the snow. The little rickshaw thing is good. The wood under it is still dry by the looks of it. But yeah, snow is falling in a... Yep. It's kind of beautiful in a way.
And about what time of day is it? If I go over to the doors and peek out?
Call it roughly 4 or 5 p.m. You know, you've still got a few hours before sunset.
Okay, so Dungeon Master, we know Yasha is in a bad way. Find her gear. Does she have a bedroll or a cloak or what?
Dom, at this point, take the reins.
I don't have my phone on me, but Yasha had a cloak.
Alright, well, then let's get her settled down and comfortable and covered up and get a fire going, Dungeon Master.
Alright.
Well, Tamara's going to be a nice person and grab her winter blanket and set up a spot for Yasha, so she could lay down comfortably. considering she only has a cloak. So folding up the blanket nice and neatly so she can rest.
Okay. Now, Dungeon Master, from that first main room where we had the double doors, or is this a different room?
Say again?
Okay, are we in the... Let's see, I'm trying to make sure I got the sizing on this right. That's 30, 30, that's 80 by 90. Are we in the 80 by 90 room?
You mean the big square room?
The big square room, and it had double doors on two different directions.
No, y'all are not. I thought y'all went up the stairs and stuff.
We did. Okay, but this is the one that you had me start mapping with.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, the
Okay.
stairs are south of that. You know, I recommend y'all just stay up the stairs. Don't make me check when y'all walk over
that's
the
what I want to
traps.
do. But Dungeon Master, what I want to do is make sure that we have a closed door between us and the dungeon.
Alright, if you recall, there were those huge doors, but you, Bellatrix, and Garrick working together can close them if you wish.
Garrett ain't doing shit.
I should be able to do it by myself. It might take me longer.
Yeah,
Come
you'll
on,
be
I'm
able to
over.
do it.
Okay, yeah, I'm over a ton. Okay,
You're over 2,000 pounds?
2,200 and some pounds.
Naked? You?
Naked, I
Huh.
am 2,259 pounds.
Why does that sound wrong? Hmm.
Because technically the centaur in the book is based off of a medium war horse, and he's weighing in on a heavy war horse.
I'm a big boy.
Alright.
But it's in the charts.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
So yeah, make sure that we have a door shut between the top room that we're in, and the dungeon. Now, as far as the outside door, we're going to have to leave that open a crack for air.
Okay.
So that being said, get the fire going and cook my chicken. And yeah, I will. Let's see. I know we have a watch schedule.
I think
Let
we
me
lost
check it.
Yeah, he just dropped offline. His phone probably died.
Yeah. Let's see. What is our watch schedule? Not watch. Mara, Susie, Belkin, Garrick, Bellatrix, and then me. Okay, Dungeon Master. I'm in decent shape.
Welcome back, Tom.
Yeah, we got him back. Okay, I'm at 86% approximately. So that looks like I'm the big man on camp. So I'm gonna take watch.
Want to take a second look? You and Bellatrix are tied.
You're at 85. I'm at 86. Pretty damn close though. All right. Well, Belle, do you want first watch, or you want me to take it?
Currently, I'm still putting in my actions. I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Eminem's doing a new or not.
I think, yeah, we can do a new at this point. So at this point, the party has their encampment set up. Yasha Susi falling asleep. Duly noted.
All right. I'm around here. Yasha and Susie falling asleep. Okay. I'm guessing that Garrick is probably going to get some rest too, because he's probably in a hurt locker. So
Garrick allowed. Garrick, are you above 0 hit points? Like, I know your thing, you can go below 0.
right.
I'm at 15%. I'm at only at 6 HP.
Okay, now this is important. If you go below 0, let me know. Okay, Velkin, Naomi, after some cogitation and number running, I am discontinuing Lay on Hands as a clerical spell, as it is kind of the 1d8 for Cure Light Wounds versus the 1 or 2 hit points per level. It gets funky, so you can get 4 Cure Light Wounds, but Lay on Hands is no longer a clerical spell.
First level or second level?
I'm sorry, say again?
Lay on hand, was it a first level or a second?
I gave it first level. I had an idea with it, but yeah, no, it doesn't work so well. Okay. Eating, resting, sending a brother, carry stuff to her brother's bedroll, helping him with his check his wounds, eating, helping brother, growing with pain, going to sleep. Yasha Susi falling asleep. Okay, those two skipping dinner. Obviously, Yasha was already asleep.
Mm.
You or me, first watch.
You can take it.
Then eat, get some sleep. I'll wake you when I get tired.
And Dungeon Master, there will not be any argument.
Okay.
So, I will be right back. I need to go get a pain med. And bathroom. I do apologize.
I am going to go to the bathroom as well and check laundry.
And I'm going to go for a smoke. Sorry, DM.
Nope, abandon me. Why don't you?
Okay, 1 hour. I shouldn't be sleepy, but I'll check and see if it's still light outside, Dungeon Master.
Yeah, it's not going to be nighttime yet.
Okay. Well, between feeding the fire and looking outside and keeping watch, yeah. Anyhow, I'll be back real quick.
I think I can be clever here.
All sorts of moves. All right, Double M, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
All right, 1 hour passes.
Yep, no, I'm quickly doing a thing for the party.
Awesome.
I won't put in the traps, though, but this should help you visualize a little bit better. Hopefully.
Well, aside from the stuff that you showed us that went off of my paper on the right-hand side, I've got the rest of it mapped out from what we've seen, and I think I've got it pretty accurate.
Well, you can check that, as here is pretty much more or less, possibly a little bit more, what the party has uncovered of this dungeon.
Yeah, see, I never looked at the spoiler for that room in the upper left corner.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just the shape of it. You're not going to get much.
And yeah, that is basically everything I can fit on one page.
Oof, there's more to the north. Not much, though, about 10 to 20 squares.
Okay, I mean, I know we've got that hollow point, like, dead center there, and that's what I have too.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back.
yeah, my map is
Welcome
accurate.
back, Aiden.
Welcome
You
back.
sound like crap. You okay?
Yeah. When
Okay.
I take like hydrocodone and stuff like that, you know, the really powerful pain narcotics,
Mm-hmm.
I get really sleepy.
I have a guy that I work with who takes something similar to that. Every morning he's a zombie. It's like actually a zombie. Like legitimately, I think he wants to eat my brains.
Hydrocodone, oxycodone, morphine, it don't matter. I go.
Okay, so Clyde, let me look at your actions. Let's get back into session. I don't think Velkin Tamara's back yet, but yeah.
Either way, they are eat, sleep, and pray sleep.
Yep, and that's why I did the 1 hour. Okay, prayer's done. Okay, you eat your chicken. It's delicious. Kind of bland, but yeah,
That's
you'll
okay.
live.
I'm
Watch
sure
till
after...
sleepy.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it was still daylight when we started. I should be able to do 4 hours for sure. 6 hours maybe. But at the part where I start feeling like I need wisdom checks, I want to go wake up Bellatrix.
Okay. Well, so what? You're like waiting for your second or third yawn.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, well, your second or third yawn comes after a few hours. It was off-world knowledge about 4:10 p.m. Nightfall coming in at 8. So you keep watch for those 4 hours and a little bit more. And then, you know, you've been adventuring. That was a pretty tense fight, even if it was only about 10 minutes. And you've been hauling shit. You're getting tired.
Yeah, I've been working hard. I took
Meantime,
some
you know, the
injuries.
snow keeps falling. It gets darker and the snow just keeps falling.
Lost my pet chicken. By the way, stashing the cage and the little bit of feed that I had on me for it. You know, it's like 3 weeks supply on the cart, but a couple of days worth on me. So I'm going to keep the cage and the feed and put those on my little cart. And yeah, then I'll make sure that I wake up Bellatrix before I fall asleep on watch. And then over there near the wounded, like Yasha and whoever else is there, you know, put out my 2 winter blankets and my cloak around me and sleeping. The wall shield and the large metal shield real close by, spear and crossbow close at hand, and yeah, that way they can benefit from the combined body heat thing. Make sure I don't crush anybody.
Okay. So
Clyde, 911 to the rescue.
Okay, so at this point, Bellatrix, you're keeping watch?
Yeah.
Okay, how long do you want to keep watch for?
How late does it feel?
Like nighttime just started type of deal?
I guess I'll try and match the horseman.
Alright.
The Horseman. Ooh, that's a neat title. The Horseman.
Ooh, I need to check that.
The one horseman of the apocalypse.
North Encounters.
Anyhow, Dungeon Master, plenty of wood, close at hand.
Dungeon Master.
Mm-hmm.
What color is the horse side of Clyde? Brown, black, white?
Brown.
Okay.
My dominant hair color is brown. Head, manish, horse parts, except for down around the hoofs, where I imagine it's kind of dirty gray. I reckon. Maybe
Most
I've
likely.
I've seen horses who have brown fur but have black hair. I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm brown.
Anywho, Bellatrix. At one point, you hear some creature flying overhead, small, before you think, oh god damn it, the rock has come to roost. It doesn't come back till tomorrow. Anyways, some bat, most likely. Are you investigating?
no.
Good.
She's staring at the door that leads to the dungeon, but she's still more towards her brother currently. In her heart
Oh,
block.
good to know. Thank you.
And we would have claimed one of the corners. You can designate whichever.
Okay.
Whichever.
Dungeon Master, I do believe I said something about closing that outer door most of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just leaving a good enough opening for airflow.
Yep.
So that,
Well, again,
so
I've
that we
just I've described this thing before. It's yeah.
don't want to asphyxiate.
Anywho, yeah, that's a non-encounter. Okay. Bellatrix, you keep watch for 4 hours, 5 hours. You're getting tired.
Go wake up the horseman.
Bojack, horseman, you're called awake. Damn, you're tired.
Okay. All right. Get up and
And Dom, yeah, we can end at 11 if you'd like. Let's see if we can get the party to morning.
All right, let's see. Yasha and Susie falling asleep. I don't think Susie got hurt all that bad. Let's see.
Mental strain.
Bellatrix just had watch. Garrick has got beat up on. Velkin, I don't know. Tamara got beat up a bunch. And Yasha definitely got the crap knocked out of. So Tamara and Yasha are off. So that means either Velkin or Susie.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Your
back.
characters are sleeping.
All right, Dungeon Master. I'll do 2 hours for sure. I'll try for 3.
All right. After your third yawn, are you passing it off?
Yeah, to Susie.
All right. In that case, Susie, you are awakened. You are starving, by the way. You skipped dinner to fall asleep. And it's Clyde. He's standing over you menacingly and saying,
Yo, your turn for watch.
beautiful.
Keep the fire fed. Watch the door to the outside. And me and Bella have been splitting it so far, so you might want to wake up Velkin next.
So, Susie, first off, are you eating? You are starving. You skipped dinner. Second, how long are you keeping watch for?
I suggest you waking up Tamara first because she has more health than Velkin at this point.
Alright. And Naomi, I appreciate it, but that borders on meta of, okay, this person should be woken up because they have more health. It comes down to the character to decide. That said, duly noted Susie about grumbling, and yeah, you eat your food, you feel better. You keep him watch for 3 hours. Alright.
Yeah, Miko, we might know that as players, but as characters, I know that I had to grab Tamara and run out into the hallway while Velkin was still fighting.
Susie, you go for the 3 hours or so. You get pretty tired towards the end there. You keep dreaming about your warm bedroll and sleep. That being said, you do manage to get your 3 hours in. Nighttime has not yet passed. The wind howls every now and again, you can hear, and the snow is most assuredly still falling. Who are you waking up next?
Did Velkin get his prayers before he went to sleep?
Yes, Velkin, you got your prayers.
Okay.
Waking up Tamara. Okay. Tamara, you wake up, and yeah, it's Susie standing over you menacingly saying, Susie, it's your turn. So Susie, how long are you keeping watch for? Head on bed, Susie. Oh.
Tamara will do her normal 4 hours.
Tamara, you normally do 2 hours, but you're going for 4?
Okay, yeah. She'll
Okay.
go for 4 and then wake up Vulcan.
Right. Well, after about 2 or so hours, and yeah, even after 2 or so hours, not even after. So about 2 hours later, the sun does rise, and this should be perceptible to you all as, daylight streaks on in and shit and things. Morning comes, light shines upon Denalia. Session is probably about over.
Well, since Vulcan didn't get woken up, he should have had a long rest.
Yep, Velkin, you got a nice long rest in. Now, that might be a 5th edition term, but here in Dungeons & Dragons land, that just means you got more than 8 hours of continuous sleep. 1 hit point restored to you. Yasha, 1 hit point restored to you. And Garrick, 1 hit point restored to you.
I know I didn't get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But I'm going to mark off the morning meal. Day
332, morning. Actions for next time, question mark. And yeah, I'm probably going to end session here because I get the feeling most of the players are kind of dragging themselves here. And, you've got some stuff.
That ration is marked off.
Let me go put this in timeline. And yeah, if y'all have any short, simple actions, we can do those.
I already put mine in and marked off the stuff.
Okay, Yasha, give me a d20.
And I should have played a fighter cleric because
Yasha, I don't know if you've woken up yet. Give me that d20. Yeah, Yasha, you're awake. Pain. You can lay on hands. Yes.
Double M. I should have played a fighter cleric, and my name would have been Lance Ambule.
Lance Ambule.
Ambulance.
Okay, Yasha, you can do lay on hands. Get that back. Susie eating, then going back to sleep. Okay, we'll cover that. Bellatrix, Garrick typing. Chromie eating. Yeah, Chromie dump. Clyde eating breakfast. Old habits, man.
Wait, Susie needing 4 hours of uninterrupted sleep?
Yeah, Susie, I was about to cover that. You got a fair chunk of sleep earlier.
Yeah, because how many hours did I get the first time, DM?
You got 4 hours, or 3, I forget which. But the point is then Bellatrix went for about 4 or 3, so yeah. Susie,
I went 4 trying for 6, then Bella took 3, then I took, another 3?
Something like that, yeah. It's just y'all started at about 4 p.m. when the sun sets at 8.
Okay, yeah, but that was still 10 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm. Well, you missed the earlier part then, but yeah, you're good on sleep. Okay. Velkin, you're going to have to designate who you're Cure Light Woundsing. There's a triage channel you can use. Bellatrix and Garrick, y'all should have lay on hands as the morning came, the sun shined upon Denalia, and that's a refreshing thing as long as you don't try and abuse it.
Not abuse it. So
Yeah, no, if you'd like try and coordinate, okay, I'm going to do this right before the sun rises so I can use it again after the sun rises, then okay, no, I'm making it 24 hours.
Hey, Dom, you thought Yasha was dead.
Yasha was less than a round from death.
Snatched from the jaws of defeat.
Lance Ambule must have a cousin, Clyde.
Now, had something been attacking me, yeah, you'd have bled out, but...
And yet, Yasha, the gods have deemed it not. Okay, let's see. One item of note to cover. Okay, Grills, let's talk Lightstones and Darkstones, and by Grills I mean everyone.
Okay.
So Yasha
yeah.
cast Darkness on an area in the rough center of the room. Garrick was definitely within the area, as was his Lightstone.
Okay.
Bellatrix and her Lightstone were not in the area, but the effect of it was, the light from the stone.
Okay. So as soon as the first two that are polar opposites connected, they would have canceled each other out. There would have been a lot of flickering and whatnot as that darkness intruded upon the lit area of the second continual light stone. But also, if you check something, doesn't darkness 15 foot, and you wrote 5 foot, but isn't it darkness 15-foot radius? That has a duration. So it's like the light spell, that it has a duration. And these were continual light items. So it should have canceled one out, but not two.
Alright. The radius is a 2/10 of yards radius globe, for what that's worth.
Okay, so this is not darkness 15-foot radius.
This is the reverse of light clerical first level.
Okay. Yeah, so that possibly would have just damaged one of them enough to... Okay. So this was darkness versus light, except for it's the improved continual light. So that probably would have damaged it. They would have canceled each other out, but there still would have been some light for a normal duration of the light spell. But the other continual light should not have been affected.
I think I concur.
Some flickering, but yeah. Which is great, because otherwise I'd have been operating in the dark, because I'm sure that my torch had burnt out long before then.
Alright, so Bellatrix, your continual light stone is intact. Garrick, yours is cancelled out. It is merely a stone, or whatever item it was. And yeah, Yasha, you casted it, so you didn't lose any item to it. Okay, back over to actions. Thank you, Grills.
You're welcome.
Yasha, you've done your lay on hands, I assume. Susie, you're praying. Duly noted.
That being said, nobody casts darkness or continual darkness while we're using continual light stones to see by anymore, please. That didn't work out well.
Okay. Velkin, you can start dicing them once in a row. Yeah, sadly, Yasha, the party is not just a single continuous entity. There are multiple-faced Hydra that can bite itself in confusion. Okay, Garrick, 3 hit points. Now for Tamara. Unless I miss. Yeah. Tamara, 1 hit point. Now for Yasha. Yasha, 6 hit points. Now for Velkin.
Alright, good night, Dom. Sleep well.
Good night. Hey! Well done, Velk. Okay, at this point I am going to call end of session, except for certain healing dice rolls. Okay, Tamara morning routine. Bellatrix eating and helping her brother, possible lay on hands. Like I said, Bellatrix, Garrick, lay on hands, they're good. Clyde, you've eaten breakfast. Alright, end of session. Advancing time to allow for food, heals, and such, and that puts you all out there. If you heard what was yelled. Because frankly the yelling was, I'm assuming you're talking about Yasha and Susie, where it's like, oh fuck, and they ran back out the room. If we look at action...
when he yelled, leave the room.
That's a good point. I wish you'd have pointed that out at the time. That could have made a difference.
When who yelled leave the room?
Yasha.
Well, you even said that, you have to do some dice rolls to see if they heard and everything. And
no, that was something else. I apologize. I wish you would have called me at it at the time.
I wasn't sure if I was hearing those turning attempts and what those meant, and so I played it dumb.
Yeah, y'all did good. Alright, I'm gonna kill recording.